What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 155 of the Barz N Shotz podcast. You got myself, Flaw 700. You got Ant the Great One, and you got DJ Big Jet. You got Jarrell. What's going on? Oh, my bad. God damn. I was in a groove. I was
Hey, yo, man, that's what happens when you take a week off, baby. We're potted in 2 weeks. Niggas don't know who each other is anymore. That's crazy.
It was one of them vibes where you just get into a groove and you just go with it, man. I'm not even looking at you niggas, honestly. I just
like, wait, he ain't on the screen.
Yeah. What's up, Roland? Shout out to Roland in the chat early.
Yeah, shout out to Roland, man.
The last episode we actually this is bars early. The last episode we had, Roland was a part of it, man. We appreciate him coming through. Our second official guest pulled up, did what he did, held it down nicely. With that being said, man, how are we? How is our mental health?
First, I ain't gonna let you do that. That's our third guest, I believe.
Yeah, it's our third guest.
Oh yeah, my man from the Knicks podcast, the Die Hard Knicks podcast. You all right? What's his?
Shout out to Eru, man.
Eru, my fault. You right?
I was actually talking to him yesterday, man. Like, I'm a weirdo, fam. Like, remember I told you it was one of the cats that came to the chat. His name is Andy. I told you he was from Poland, so he likes the Knicks a lot too, and he does a lot of work with the NBK Nothing But Knicks podcast, right? So because he's in Poland, he's 6 hours ahead of us. So they thought of the great idea of starting a pod like at 2:00 in the morning, just to talk about the Knicks, because that's the morning for him. That's like 8:00, 8:30 in the morning for him. So I'm up here listening to these niggas talk about the Knicks like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning last night. Like, I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So salute to all of them, man.
Hey, Jarrell, do me one favor, though. You sound great. If you could turn yourself up just a little bit.
Turn me up.
Turn up a little bit. You sound great.
Mic check. Mic check.
Mic check.
Yeah, you moving that needle. Jay, give me your mic check, Jay.
Mic check.
Ant, give me a mic check.
Free Max B.
Yeah, see, Ant powerful. Ant coming powerful. Ant hitting that 16, that 15 meter.
See, I don't want to go to I got the new microphone.
How about now?
Blast y'all ears, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, here we go.
You good.
That's the flex we needed.
You need me to take it down some? You need to take
Nah,
it down?
Nah, don't do that, Jay.
That's the flex we
I
needed.
was just being honest, fam. That was no flex at all.
We needed.
Whatever, fam.
Yeah, shout out to Jarrell with the new mic. We're not going to go past that.
Nah, we good.
So as far as Jarrell's mental health, he's tired because he was up 2 a.m. listening to Nick's podcast, a live podcast. He couldn't wait later on that day for the regular MP3 version of it on Apple Podcasts or anything like that.
Or it's on YouTube. It's not like it's not on there still.
Like it's not on there still.
I can click on it right now, but I had to watch it live like a dummy.
The Great One, how's your mental health, man? How are we?
I mean, well, we good. You know, I just had a house full of all my kids. I woke up to all my equipment unplugged, mouse missing.
Ooh,
so that's
shit.
I mean, it's kind of
normal.
Everything, yeah. Regular shit, you know what I'm saying? So everything cool, you know what I mean?
DJ Big J, how we doing?
Hey, man, just trying to survive.
The last time we did speak to you, you were going through some things, so this is definitely the perfect segment for you, man. How are you? How's your mental health?
Got that Raiders hat on, I see.
I was going to ask you about that.
Things are looking up over there.
Hey, Jay,
things are looking up over there.
Hey, Jay, you had that Raiders hat on last time, but they only notice you when you're doing good, big things. Like
right.
We only notice you when you get a number 1 wide receiver on your
face. You see the disrespect, Jay? You see the disrespect? We're wearing that hat for the last 4 or 5 episodes.
Listen, I've learned with the Raiders that you just wait to see the end of the season. I'm not getting my hopes high. I'm not getting my hopes high.
Jay, wouldn't you want to talk your shit in the off season? Because that might be the best time to do it.
No, because we always do some dumb shit.
Man. Nah.
Yeah, but talk your shit. You know it's coming, but you got to be happy.
I talk my shit when it happened. We got Devontae Adams. We beefing up the defense. We let some players go that I ain't like. But it's the Raiders, bro. We're going to always Raiders some shit up. We're going to Raiders some shit up.
Last offseason, Jay was talking big and his number 1 wide receiver killed somebody. He need to chill.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He need to chill.
And then our draft pick for the fucking cornerback, he running around with a gun the
Right.
size of fucking Optimus
Right.
Prime arm.
He's
Yeah.
locked up too. Like, that's
Like,
crazy.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Last
So
two
y'all are
first
just-
round picks, nigga.
So y'all are just waiting for the Raiders to Raider some shit. I got you.
Nah, but with the new management and all that, so I'm hoping. Yeah, I mean, we've learned our lesson. But mental health wise, I'm all right. Just finally dealing with settled in for the move. Moved all my stuff back in with mom's. So in my old room now, studio wise. Girls just left again, so I got to re-go through that process. Therapy is good, so we good.
All right, man. So let's get into it. Episode one.
No.
Nigga, how was your mental
That's what I'm
health,
saying.
Flaw?
No, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
bitch.
Oh, hey, big you. What's up?
Yeah, bitch.
What's up with y'all? Y'all don't never ask me.
No.
155 episodes.
Nah, man, we asked you. You just don't really have that many answers when we ask you.
You just be dodging this shit.
Yeah,
Because you know what?
you kind of move on quickly.
I think that the pod has an effect on me. Sometimes I look like Ant. Sometimes Ant, not to put you on blast, but sometimes you be looking like shit sometimes. And then
Wow.
that plot goes on.
Wow.
That is the plot. No.
Not to put you on blast.
Put you on
But
blast.
you look like shit.
Look like shit. I'm saying that I look like you. Like we look the same. I'm saying that we look the same, energy wise.
That was
You
a
know what I'm saying?
shot.
Maybe the ain't shit was harsh.
Yeah,
I
But-
miss y'all niggas, man.
I'm saying
that nigga came on the pod firing, nigga.
that I come on, right?
Look
For
at his
the-
face,
look at
though. He's
Ant's
still like,
face.
over.
Ant's still
I
confused.
know.
Ant's still confused. It's
I
a
didn't mean it
confusion
like
on
that.
his face
Let
right
me
now.
finish the bars. Let me
Okay, I'm
finish the
sorry.
bars.
Okay, we just got the first
Before
8.
pie and
I'm
niggas be
sorry.
like this. And then when the shit happened,
The
it turns
energy
on.
gets
It's
up a
like
little
energy
bit.
picks up. You know
I
what I'm
know
saying?
what you mean.
My fault, and I ain't mean
Yeah, it's just a bad
it's
choice of words.
a bad choice of words. But I'm just saying, like sometimes, like
Yo,
I
he gonna
be,
fight you. When he see-
I
Hey,
know.
yo, my mental health right now is depressed, bro.
See, look.
Nah,
Already,
man, I'm
Already.
depressed.
just
Nah,
that quick.
man.
But I'm
He
just
said
saying,
he
like,
said he was all right 2 minutes ago.
no.
You fucked him
But
up.
I'm just saying, the pod changes some things. You get what I'm saying? It's like so sometimes, like when you going through some things and you go to the pod and it just picks your energy up. So
I know I need a haircut, bro. I know I need a haircut, Flaw.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, do you see
bro.
my mustache, fam?
I know
You
I
see
need
my
a
fucking
haircut,
mustache.
man.
I haven't
Like,
been to the barber.
You do
see
look
my
like you
fucking
just came from the
mustache?
70s. And shit.
I got the fucking 1970s
Yeah, man.
mustache happening.
You got the Uptown Saturday Night on.
Well, we got viewers. I mean, we got listeners though, bro. Like, you know what I mean? My fans might, you know what I mean? Like, don't worry about it. I'm doing a photo shoot this afternoon, you know what I mean?
But that's my fault. And I was just saying that sometimes, like, I be feeling how I think we be having the same energy. I think me and Ant be having the same energy, but once it's go time, we up.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? So if you ask me how am I doing in that moment, I ain't thinking about no shit.
right. Once you start talking about
Once you start, yeah.
Nah, it's just shit.
talking about
'Cause I
Rihanna
be
getting
asking-
pregnant and
I be
bullshit like
asking,
that.
and your response be dry as fuck. Nothing, Jay. I'm cool. I'm chill, Jay. Jay, I'm all right. Why you keep asking, Jay? Nigga, that's always your look,
Yeah.
bro.
When was the last time that happened? When the last time, Jay? You haven't been.
I ain't been
on.
here.
See,
I know that.
see, now you about to open up a whole.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out when was the last time that happened, though, Jay? You niggas-
Was it the fall?
Hold up, now all of a sudden, hold
Nah,
on, hold on,
last
though.
year,
All of a
last year,
sudden, now
last year.
Flaw confused. He
Hey.
like, wait, what happened?
It was last year.
Was it
That
the
nigga's
fall?
confused this episode.
Yo.
Hey, listen. Flaw be active on social media, so I know Flaw's in a good space right now. Flaw would just tweet out some shit, and I'm like, hell yeah. Like, I get what Flaw, sometimes Flaw be quiet on social media. Then when I am on a pod and we pod, sometimes you just be,
Sometimes you do be quiet on social, like on at least on Twitter.
Social media is changing, fam. Like Instagram is ass now. Like you gotta like Instagram is like reels now. It's not even about
Yep.
posting
Yeah,
pictures
it's
no
been
more.
trash.
Like social media, like we're getting to the age where this shit is about to pass us by. Like I don't really mess with none of it. Everybody's a liar on Twitter. Instagram is a bunch of liars. Like
Twitter,
ain't gonna-
Twitter
it's
is
just-
a whole new fucking
Nah, but I
world,
ain't gonna
bro.
front. I hardly even open my Instagram anymore. I ain't
it's
gonna
nothing
lie.
there.
I'm mostly in the inbox on Instagram. People just share videos and shit
Yeah.
like that, or that's it. Twitter is a whole nother world. So Twitter is a complete different universe than Facebook. And then, like one of my DJs in the company, he was like, "Yo, bro, you gotta teach me how to use TikTok, nigga. I gotta teach me how to use
Bro.
TikTok."
I don't get it. Like they be doing these wild videos of them getting dressed in like different clips. I'm like, I don't know.
See,
How did y'all do
I'm
that?
not doing that.
I'm not
I know
doing
I'm
that.
not doing TikTok. Like I'm
I know how to
done.
do it, and I know how to stitch.
Yo,
That's it.
fam, you can't just post a regular picture of yourself no more and just post it with a dope caption anymore. You got to
Nah,
do something
it's
wild
over for that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
over for that. Yeah.
Fam, do y'all see some of the workout videos they be having on there? Y'all do know that's too much, right? You don't got to do none of that shit.
Wait. Look, yeah, you see how fast he start hating on somebody workout.
Remember Terry Crews when he had the dumbbells and he was doing that
The
dance?
dumbbells? And
Yeah.
Let's do that shit on Instagram now, fam.
Now you got to put like a song behind it and have like choreography.
They really do that shit. So it is what it is, man. Let's get into it, man. It's been a while. We've been away. But since we've been away, man, your boy Mason Betha has returned to the scene with the diss record titled The Oracle 2. For those
Niggas
that
be
don't know,
bored.
huh?
Said niggas be bored.
Well,
Yep.
Yeah.
well, I have a breakdown.
Yep.
If you don't remember, The Oracle 1 was a diss that Cameron, which kind of shook the industry a little bit. Had everybody like, oh shit, he coming at Cam like that. Nobody talks to Cameron like that. I mean, him and 50 had it back and forth, but 50 ain't the most lyricalist guy in the world. So we never really heard nobody really come at Killer Cam in the way that Mace did. So it meant something at that time. He now drops the Oracle 2. So a little backstory. Jay says he's bored. So let me just give you a little backstory of why this Oracle 2 came about. Freddie P from Making the Band jumped on the socials and was telling
this story
everybody
already funny.
Yeah, right.
You
Freddie
know
P.
who?
The niggas remember Freddie P, nigga.
He said Freddie P from the band, fam. That's
Yeah,
how it started. Like the
he's
start of this story is nasty.
he's mostly known for choking out
Ines.
Ines on the joint, not necessarily the
Where's
bars.
Bob?
Yeah, he not
Pretty
necessarily
much.
bars.
I'm about to say name a bar. Name one bar.
So he's
Repeat
famous.
one Freddie P bar.
Hold
He's
on.
okay. Go ahead.
That's
He
it.
said you were thug, you about to get your rights revoked. He said
He
that.
said that. He said that.
He said
See,
that.
you know what's crazy? You could have said anything, nigga. I
But
don't.
he said that.
Hey,
I believe you.
I swear to God, he said that.
I believe you. I don't know.
And
On that Y shit. They did the song on Bad Boys 2 soundtrack called Y. You know what I mean?
wait, what?
Yeah,
Okay, shit.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Sorry.
So Freddie P jumps on the socials and basically talks about how Diddy was managing him and how it was just basically miserable and he had suicidal thoughts. Diddy responded to Freddie P not directly, but he made a post or something just about hustle harder or get out the way, stop crying.
Mm-hmm.
Much.
And Mace took offense to this and decided to release the Oracle 2 because he's not going to be quiet and he's going to speak up for those that can't be heard. He didn't mention Freddie P, but I'm putting them together. I'm tying them together. I'm thinking that this is a response from the Making the Band situation. Now, before I learned that, I was going to say this is one of the worst diss records of all times. This is like one of the worst things. Yeah, it's one of the worst records of all times. I mean, I had my
Mace lost it?
Y'all didn't hear it?
I didn't hear it.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
It's an
Nah, I haven't heard
auto-tune
it.
diss track full of struggle bars from a 40-plus-year-old.
From Mace?
What are you talking? Yes, this shit is trash.
He,
Yeah,
and
it's
he
garbage.
man.
he auto-tuned the hell out of this record.
It's the whole. He
man.
auto-tuned the whole thing. How you rap auto-tune? Talk about this.
So, but how are you going to speak from somebody that can't be heard and nigga, you can't even be heard? Ain't nobody looking out for no Mace. Don't nobody care about no fucking Mace, bro.
I mean, if he would have dropped some raw shit, we would have because
It's
he's
not
known
gonna
for
happen.
doing that. But he's known for dropping bars, though. Mace can rap. Like, I mean,
Mace could rap.
the
Nobody heard
Oracle
that
one was
shit.
the Oracle one was dope.
How long was the
Yeah,
Oracle one?
I think
Like
Mace
3 years ago.
Okay.
Like 3 years ago.
I think Mace is out of tune though. Like when you put auto tune on there, like he's just out of touch with what's happened. You can't keep popping up every 5 years thinking I'm Mace and I'm gonna change the game.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna shake
Yeah.
up the world. You got to be in shape for this.
I'm about to look it up.
How would you say?
Struggle.
Yeah.
About to
So
look it up.
yeah. So
Niggas be
Mace,
bored.
I don't know. He might really mean it though. Because at first I'm like, first off, all these bars about Diddy, they're like 10, 15 years late. We know all of this. That's why when you hear new information, oh, Diddy might have snitched on Sean. Fam, we already had this discussion. Oh, Diddy didn't do good business with such and such. We've already had these conversations. This records used to at least to me, brings some type of shock value. There's no shock value. On the record, he goes, pay Biggie Mom what she owes. Well, we've all had that conversation already. Did Big receive all his funds? Was it Big's fault? He's not saying nothing that we haven't talked about already. You get what I'm saying? So when I'm listening to the record, it's just like, cool, Mace, where are we going with this? Because we've already established that if you're going to be mad at Puff for paperwork or running Bad Boy, we got to be mad at everybody for running their label. Like, what do you want from Puff? And
Puff still not letting him go?
Well, yeah, so he went on to have this Take My Phone Thursday Instagram rant for like an hour on Instagram or something like that.
You gotta take my phone rant.
Yeah, that's what he said. Take My Phone Thursday. So he's going to be making his runs around the media to tell people why he's really mad. And he's basically said in there that Puffy has given everybody their paperwork but him. Now, remember, we was talking about this a few months ago where he came on and said he wanted his masters and Diddy charged him a certain fee. And he said, no, or whatever. But apparently, according to Mace, Diddy has given people their paperwork but him. So
to my knowledge, that means that he had a chance to buy his masters, but he couldn't afford them. That's what it sounds like.
Pretty much.
So I'm trying to figure out how can I be on May's side here, and I don't see an opening. Like, why is he still talking about it? It's been 25, 30 years.
Just take that L, beloved.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah,
I ain't playing Harlem World either. I'm not playing Harlem World today, so he ain't getting no streams off me.
Yeah, I was going to come on the pod like this is the worst shit ever because it seems like a lot of the diss records are being made via interview now. You get what I'm saying? Like, not record. Like, we haven't had a fire diss record in years. It might have been Mace dissing Cam to where we was last time we stopped and said, "Whoa, you heard that?"
Diss record? Nah,
or back to back.
It's been diss record.
Okay, yeah. Great. I forgot how Oracle was, man. Yeah,
Oracle was like 3 years ago though. Oracle wasn't that long ago. The first one.
So what happened in the last 3 years? Was that Drake and Meek? Was that who was it?
I don't
Niggas is
remember
too old to be doing this shit on social media, man.
4 years ago. The Oracle was 4 years ago.
Yeah, something happened in the last 4 years.
But it's not social media, though, Jay. It's an actual record. He actually put a record.
Yeah,
out.
he put like bars out.
I get it. Like, revoke his studio privileges. Like, why? Like, why?
Now, if he was smart, he would have had footage of him doing the track and putting footage out of that. And people don't know. Like,
he should have
people
put
don't know how to
Freddie P
make
on
a
the
bag
feature.
anymore. Like, I don't understand. Like,
he should have had Freddie P featured. Like,
wow, Freddie P look crazy. Wow.
Freddie P been looking crazy, man.
He should have brought the band out and just had day 26 too. Just have him on the feet. Put out an album. What the fuck?
So Mace speaking out for the voiceless means nothing. I'm just saying, like,
and he's a part of the voiceless, so it's like no.
I don't agree with that part. I think this is why people talk. Yeah, Mace has been
quit.
Yeah, he quit.
He quit
on top. Nobody's
on top though.
Away. Nobody never walked away on top like that.
Yeah, he's not a voiceless person at all.
And he kind of saved Puff at a time. Like, Puff was in the shit. He was in the dumpster before Mace came back. He was, you know what I mean? He saved Bad Boy. You got to put some respect on Mace's name, Jay.
Did he?
No, wait, hold on. He ain't saved Bad Boy. He saved Bad Boy.
Bad Boy had nothing. Yeah, that was after Big's death, and Puff was going through his depression.
Well, welcome back.
No, bro. Before Welcome Back, he came.
You talking about like the Harlem World drop and then No Way Out drop.
No Way Out.
No Way Out was Mace heavy.
Yeah, No Way Out. That's what I would think.
Mace heavy.
That's what I would have thought saved Bad Boy. No Way Out.
That's a fact.
But yeah, Mace did have a part in that though. Yeah, he did.
Gotcha.
And Mace was on one of the biggest records. Hold Me Down. Like, Mace was the shit. And then to follow No Way Out with Harlem World. Like, he
was the man over there after Big Pass.
I get what you said, but how long ago was that?
He quit.
He quit.
We talking like 98.
Okay, but our conversation
2022, beloved. Nah.
No, well, Jay, I guess we're saying the same thing. You can't keep walking away and then pop up because you're out of tune with what's happening. And a 5-minute diss record to Puff ain't it. think about when the Locks had problems with Diddy, right? And they was throwing all these jabs at him on We Are the Streets. The main thing we talk about is the radio interview when he's going to throw a refrigerator on his head.
Right.
He said, "No,
Right.
you ain't Playboy," and they was going back and forth.
No, you ain't Playboy.
What is it like?
We talk about that more than the bars that they have for him. Like Diddy is
No, you ain't
unbarable,
Playboy.
man.
He said Diddy is unbarable. Yo, that's
Diddy
funny.
is unbarable. Like what bar from
there's some
Diddy?
bars. Nigga was dumping that motherfucker. We Are the Streets the other day, louder than motherfucker at our Honda Civic. Nah, that shit still ring off,
It's
bro.
fire. But what he was saying about Diddy, do you really care?
It's just
Nah.
that
Blood pressure.
It's-
What
the
we assumed he
verses,
was talking about Diddy, right? On blood
But
pressure, right?
it's just that
it's
the
fire
interview.
bars.
It's just that the interview was funnier. Like you niggas is on Hot 97 screaming, and then Styles say, "I dropped a refrigerator on this nigga head, bro."
I know.
And then got released that day. You get what I'm saying?
I get
They
Flaw's
got what they
point, though.
came for.
Like, you're not gonna. I don't know how many points do you get from shooting bars at an executive? Like, any executive. Like even when people be talking about Baby, do they hit? They didn't hit real hard, except for like Ross, maybe. Like don't nobody care.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
nobody
everybody-
cares when you talk
Niggas
about
ain't
like
even care when Ross said it. Really, like
not
Nah,
really.
they
They cared because
Yeah,
the
we talked
track
about it.
was dope.
Yeah, niggas talked about it. But
And it
and
was
that's
dope.
what it was. It was a dope track. So if this
Yeah.
It was
Mace
dope.
track would have been fire.
I don't
Different story.
know. I don't know if it was
That'd have
because
been
it was
a
a
different
dope
story.
record, but there's no diss records at Baby, so it was a shock value. Because at the end of the day, if anybody else diss Baby, like imagine like Juvenile, you rock like we don't like it's part of the business. Like
Yeah, we don't want a juvenile.
all these
this way
artists-
record.
yeah, like all these
Yeah.
artists come out and say my boss
You're right.
robbed me. It's part of the game,
you're right.
fam. I'm sorry, like it doesn't
So
hit.
that's
Dr.
so
Dre
that-
talk
so
about
that-
Jimmy Iovine.
So that just wow.
Nobody would give a damn, yo. When
Jimmy,
nobody
I held you
cared.
down for 30 years. This is how you doing me?
What happened? We
Man,
had headphones.
yeah.
Now we got nothing.
Yeah, like I'm just not here for executive bars, fam. Because even he had to explain himself with the Fabio situation, which makes sense on Mace bar. I get it. But the second you become the executive, now you got to answer questions. It's just what it is. Like people are not going to like the way you do business. And that same interview where he had to say how Puff was hurting his artists, he didn't have to explain why him and Fabio had a falling out. You get what I'm saying? Now, if Puffy had an interview and explained Mace's contract, we might go, damn, Puff, right. You get what I'm saying? Who's ever talking is the person who's going to make the most sense at the time.
To Mace's credit, Fabio did come back out and say that they're okay now. Though.
Mm-hmm. But
Now.
they tried, yeah.
Now
But
they're
think,
okay
how
now.
many times has
Shouldn't
Mace
have
and Puff
ever
been
signed with
okay?
him.
How many times have Puff and Mace been okay though?
Right.
Now,
probably like when last time he was okay, the Bad Boy reunion when he came
I'm glad
out.
you brought that up because one of my issues with this diss record is he mentioned that what's big name daughter's name Tatiana, right?
Tiana.
Tiana, right? Tiana was, we all remember that headline where Tiana could not get, or she couldn't get tickets and didn't know nothing about the Brooklyn Bad Boy party that was supposed to be dedicated to Biggie.
Mhm.
And Puffy went and took care of it, right? That kind of fizzled out. Puffy made sure that disappeared quickly.
As you should.
I went to the Philly show that they extended, and Mace was there. That's when X came out. It was a great party, right? It was a great concert.
I remember you saying like you. I remember when you went.
Yeah.
You said
So-
it was dope.
Mace was there. My problem with this whole thing is you are entitled to change your mind. You really are. But don't bring that up like that was a real problem if you just gonna stand side by side with him and do 50 states with him. You get what I'm saying? Like now that's a problem that Big Daughter couldn't get tickets.
But it's different because at that point he was getting a check for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you getting a check. Yeah.
Now the money is not there anymore. So yeah, what happened to them tickets? Like, like you only say that when you broke.
When you broke. Now he also
Weird.
mentioned the G Dep situation and the Craig Mack situation, which we've already established that those are their own men, fam.
Right.
So what does Puff have to do with G Dep or Craig? Like he's trying to say
Nothing.
how Puff did all the Bad Boy artists wrong. And the way I look at it is when you are a black exec, they just expect you to be more hands-on with the other black artists and help them out more than all the other white execs, where Epic Records or any other record label will leave a rapper in jail and just stream their songs and make all their music and this, that, and the third. Like we see Bobby Shmurda going through something. He ain't released music yet, right? But nobody's
Right,
talking about fuck Epic, man, or whatever record label he's on. Nobody's making diss records towards their label. They
You know what's
quiet.
crazy? Black
Bobby
Rob. I remember when Black Rob died. People blame Diddy.
Yeah,
Word.
yeah.
He should pay for the funeral.
For him dying of natural causes.
This nigga should pay for the funeral and all this shit. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, so
We always want to blame somebody.
always got to blame somebody. So Mace, this isn't over. I don't know if Puffy's going to come out and say anything. But we is what it is.
He should not.
For
Just
what?
like he should not say shit.
Well, he responded to
what?
Freddie P though. That's the thing. He came out and told Freddie P hustle hard to get out the way. So
and he should
well.
just tell Mace, shut the fuck up.
No, he should
Been
say,
telling Mace that for years,
I'm
bro.
about
He
to
ain't gotta
say, he
tell
should say,
Mace.
hey,
nothing.
Mace, I said something to Freddie P. Listen to that.
Listen to that.
Listen to what I said to him.
I've been telling you this shit since '97. Like,
Hustle hard or get out the way.
come on,
yeah,
bro.
go
Like,
get your bread.
Put him in the same fucking bucket with Benzino. Shut up.
Speaking of Benzino, let's get to it, man.
God, I don't even know what's happening, bro.
Shut up.
Speaking of
Talk to me,
Benzino,
bro.
let's get to it. Benzino decides to squash the beef with M after
30 years.
Right, okay.
public announcement. Benzino squashes beef with Eminem. Yeah, man. So Benzino had to let the streets know that there's no more beef between him and Eminem. Last month, but what people need to remember is just last month, or maybe 2 months ago, Benzino went on a tirade and gave Eminem verbal assault for no reason because he was tired of his stance. He really let Eminem have it last month. And to my surprise, I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Like, why are you still mad at him? Like, what are we doing?
Right.
Like, are you still rapping? Like, what are we doing? Like, why are we doing this?
One of his nephews heard nail in the coffin or something, bro.
Had to be something.
And it was banging that shit. Pulled up at the crib playing. Pulled up at the crib playing nail in the coffin, bitch, and they pissed him off.
I don't really want to hurt no
Benzino like
feelings.
50, bro. Like, come on, man. Like,
But I'm only being real when I say nobody want to hear their grandfather rap. Nope. Hey, yo.
Well,
Where the fuck is this coming from? Like, what?
Benzino apparently let the stands get the best of him, is what he said. Apparently, he was on the social medias. And this is what happens, I guess, when you famous but not famous, so you still can check your Instagram. Like, Benzino actually has time. Like, he's famous, but if you say, hey, yo, Benzino, go fuck yourself, he'll still block you. Like, I know.
That was nasty. Like, what you just said was nasty.
Yeah, that might have been the most hating. That might have been the most hating shit you said on this pod in a while. You basically said he ain't famous no more, so he got time for Twitter.
What? Man, I know people he's personally blocked. Like, he's reading the tweets, fam.
Yeah, but that don't mean he not.
Nah, he ain't busy, fam.
He ain't busy, fam.
He ain't busy.
Nah, I second that. He not busy, bro.
Yo, he ain't busy, fam. That's the new shit right there. He ain't busy, fam.
He got time today.
If you can read somebody tweets, you ain't busy, fam. Or listen, bro, these dudes that we talked about on this pod ain't reading none of these.
Hold up, Roland. What do you mean you surprised we know those bars from Eminem?
Yeah, you got a few Eminem fans on here, bro. I know exactly what he was talking about.
Tripping.
Hey, yo, Roland, Jay bigs up M every chance he gets. This is like a personal thing to him, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
I never claimed to be
Why
no
you had to go there?
great
bro?
Benzino.
Yo, flaw on one today, fam.
Word.
He had to say all that.
Jay makes it his duty. No, Jay be bringing like outside,
Yeah,
like niggas be hating on
get
M
it,
on the
but
outside.
Roland ain't ask you all that. He didn't say all that. nigga.
I'm saying, Roland, don't be surprised going forward. That's his mez. That's all I'm
his
saying.
mez.
Fuck with him.
That's
He
his
said
mez.
every chance he gets.
Every chance he get, Jay be like, yo, niggas hate M. Nigga, we didn't say that.
Yo, Eminem wasn't part of the discussion. We talking about Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, we talking about Rhymes. Hey, yo, why some people say MKJ? We didn't say that shit.
Yeah,
We love him over here. We love him.
The high Eminem. I don't like this new Eminem. I like the high Eminem.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
We talked about that.
yeah, we talked about that.
I like that's the Eminem I like. Anything
So,
after
You
recovery.
toxic,
now.
Jay. Chill. You toxic.
Yeah, you very toxic.
Yeah, don't do that.
You said doing a line of coke won't hurt, and you want Eminem back on
Word
drugs.
is bar.
Yeah,
Word is
bro.
bar.
Hold on.
It's like
yo.
Jay,
I
man.
want the high weekend back too. Shit.
Hey man, hey, we
This
said
weekend
is
the
trash.
only thing missing from Silk Sonic album was cocaine.
Right. God damn it.
Like they did all the good music without the drugs, so that shit was flat.
Oh,
Yeah,
Never
so
mind.
just
Never mind.
we potting right now. We
That's
potting
But
right
I
now.
really, I really want to know what the fuck happened that made Benzino come out and say, "I now,
Bro,
acknowledge his contribution to the game."
Know what I think
There's-
it is? I have a theory.
Is that?
Benzino's daughter is becoming big in the industry now, and he's trying to not burn any bridges because of her.
yeah, she'll be blackballed because of him. Like, so he got to clean shit up. Yeah.
Who was his daughter?
His I forgot her name, but she's a rapper, and she was on. I believe she has a Nicki feature, and that was a big deal too because he said something about it when he shouldn't have. And ever since that happened, she came out and said some type of Corley Ray, I believe.
Oh, that's
That's
his
his
daughter?
daughter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Word.
oh shit.
So because of that, I believe
He's still trash, but go ahead.
because of that, I think he's trying to, not burn any bridges anymore.
Can I
He's looking out for her.
Coy Leray admits she's embarrassed to be Benzino's daughter.
Yeah, like they haven't fallen out. They don't have a good relationship. So
That hurt.
Oh man, that
hurt.
no, but I think that was when was that?
2001.
Yeah, that was before. Like now it's
I
different.
understand.
Like they have a relationship now.
I understand, but boy, oh boy, it just
Wait, she sing the Big Purr shit, right? Y'all wouldn't know that.
I don't know.
O's is real.
So,
bars,
I don't
God
know.
damn.
let me ask you fellas this:
Wow.
if Jarrell is correct, which that's all I got, if Jarrell is correct, does that help anything by saying, you know what, after 20 years, Eminem really
Why you gonna?
Oh,
I mean,
It
yeah.
makes sense, but he's doing it for no reason.
I mean, look,
she
listen.
got the
yeah,
no more, the no more
if
party
she's trying to
song.
holler at what's the Interscope? If she, you know what I mean, probably do. You know what I mean?
It depends, I think. Yeah.
we are
I
a
know
stubborn.
exactly who she is.
And plus, I think we need to. I don't know. I know we don't like Benzino, right? But he does have some type of pull in the music business.
Wasn't he like the editor of the
He was the
Source,
owner
right?
of the Source.
Yeah.
Like the editor. He owned the Source.
He was
The editor.
He was something, right?
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all been killing Benzino for the
I ain't gonna lie. And he did edit that 4.5 mics for the Made Men. He did do that.
That's
shit.
what I'm
I see
saying.
that.
Like,
Nah, he paid somebody to write that. That's all.
Son, no.
I forgot how old I was. Yo, fam, I forgot how old I was, but even I knew 4.5 mics for Made Men was bullshit. And I ain't.
Hey, yo, though. The album was dope, though.
It probably 4.5 mics though.
No. But it was dope. 3.5, not me.
She
Maybe
Republic.
3.5.
What happened, Jay?
She's Republic. She on Republic.
She's on Republic. I don't know who else is on Republic.
And I'm not gonna lie, man.
I
Like
think
having
Drake
the
over
phone-
there. Think Drake fuck with Republic.
She on Universal too.
Yeah,
Well, not Universal.
I think
Universal.
OVO is OVO Republic Records, something like
Yeah,
that.
Lil
Something like
Wayne.
that, yeah.
Yeah, Lil Wayne. Yup.
So that's why I think she has a feature with Nicki, or Nicki's on a feature with her, or something like that. Like,
Yeah,
there's
on
some
the
type of
Blick
relation.
song.
Hey, yo, so here's
Yeah.
the thing, right?
The Blick
Benzino might be a little bit older than us, but we've all are coming
It's
into
a little
A
bit.
little bit.
How old is he? I don't know. Is he
It's
50?
Benzino.
I don't know.
I don't know. He's a little bit older than us, fam.
Yeah.
Maybe he might be a little bit older than
Let's stop.
Jarrell, but bitch ain't.
Nah,
Okay.
older than
All right.
us.
All right. Benzino is like 50 plus. We can give him that. He dyed his hair. I'm just looking at the current picture. He just looks
Sorry,
like
Jarrell. My fault.
He
bro.
is 56 years old.
He's
Kiss
56?
my
All
ass,
right, yeah.
nigga.
Yeah.
Wow,
56.
y'all wildin'.
Nah.
56.
Yeah, Benzino old as
He's-
hell. Like,
Yes.
nigga,
nigga.
Yeah.
He's
nigga
56.
said a little bit older than Jarrell. Jarrell who?
Yo, he got it for like 20 years, fam. I didn't know he was like
Yeah.
56.
He 56, bro.
Yeah, you gotta think about he was old ass man when we was young. Like he was in his 30s back then.
This really stopped me in my tracks.
Nobody wants to hear their grandfather rap. Nigga, what you thought Eminem was
Yo,
tripping?
Benzino older. Like, how old is Chuck D? Hold on.
He was
Chuck D
40
like
when that
56.
came out.
Yo,
He
Chuck
might
D
be
like
the-
56.
He might be the oldest rapper in the game because everybody's like 55 though, like 55 and under. I never heard of a rapper being 56, fam. Like nobody's older than 56.
Yeah, we have. Because I thought we had this conversation with like Chuck D and
Kane and
Jay-Z,
them.
old as hell too.
I thought we said like 53, but not 56, fam. Like we
It's not.
talking
That's only
60.
3 years, Flaw.
Yeah, but Benzino's still the oldest. That's my point. It's just saying, how is he older than rap, fam?
Yo, that's crazy. Bars.
Benzino's
Shot.
Yeah, no, he's not
Shot.
older. Chuck D is 61.
Oh,
Because I
okay.
remember when we talked about he turned
Hey,
60.
yo, Benzino, no,
You
50
said
I've never
that
heard.
nigga was older than
He
rap.
said he older than rap. Is yo.
Benzino was like in the disco days. He was in the streets.
Yo,
Like before rap, that's what they niggas was doing disco. He had the bell bottoms on.
Before your
I-
answer, I know hip hop turned 75 a few years. Like I know, I was just
Yeah,
joking.
he was just joking.
Benzino.
So this came from pretty much Benzino said some shit on Twitter in February that well, I ain't never listened to Eminem, and then Benzino tweeted nobody in my hood did. So this was in February. Like
Right. I
Of
just said,
this year?
He had
Of
some
this
bars.
year?
this
a few months
year.
ago. Yeah, he had some bars for him a few months ago. And well, he said that and something else.
So here we go again. Just because I said nobody in my hood listened to that man made an entire mixtape dissing black people, especially black women. I get disrespected. Benzino tweeted with a yawning emoji. And let's make this clear. I don't give a fuck about none of you idiots. All you're going to do is tweet me to death. He wrote, I'm still Benzino out here in every city, including Detroit. If y'all got a real problem with me, tell me in person. And I'm not hard to find.
I ain't gonna lie. Some of the stuff that Benzino said about Eminem, the only reason we don't hold credence to it is because it's coming from Benzino and we don't fuck with him like that.
You said that too before.
If somebody else said that, say if Chuck D would have said the same thing, everything would
hit
be a
harder.
little different.
I'll be honest with you. I'll go a step further. If Jay,
Like Eminem not sick of his fans on Chuck D.
if
not
Jay and M got into it and Jay used the race card, he would have got kicked out the culture. You get what I'm
it'd been
saying?
over.
Like, like Terrell said, it depends on who using it. Remember when
Depends
Ja
on who you
Rule?
asking, who's
Yeah,
talking.
remember when Ja Rule and then was trying to tell y'all how he beat 50 Cent ass and nobody cared because it was coming from Ja Rule.
Because it was coming from Ja Rule.
It was coming from Ja Rule. They're like, yo,
At that time, Ja Rule in the streets, his name was Dirt by then.
Yeah.
We
yeah,
ain't care.
remember that? Listen, I remember they said they flicked the lights and they started poking niggas like
Yeah,
that.
that's what Black Child said.
Yeah, if that was anybody else, that would have been a victory.
Yep.
They didn't care, but because 50 was hot and it was coming from Ja Rule, so it was just
And Ja gave M bars and they hit hard as hell too.
nobody cared.
Yeah.
We didn't care.
Nobody cared. That does suck.
Like
Depends
Ja
on
was
who.
never a bad rapper.
He gave them daughter bars, bitch. Like,
And that's when
Nobody
M was off the shit. Like, oh, you talking about Haley? Ah.
The Eminem impression is top notch. What was that? What was that?
Talking about Casey.
hey, yo, that's the funniest shit ever, yo.
What is that? What was that?
M
Yo.
lost.
Oh,
M lost his
that's
shit, man. He mentioned his daughter, but they really wanted to smoke. Like, yo, we from
Yeah.
Queens. We got
They
the
really
mob.
wanted
Like, we really were supreme in them, but nobody cared. So
Nobody cared.
nobody cared. Speaking of Eminem, though, the Black Panther 2 soundtrack is coming. If you don't know, let me get. I got you, Jay. Black Panther, the movie, did crazy numbers. Did a few billy, like they wasn't expecting that. And then they followed up right along with the Black Panther soundtrack. Kendrick Lamar spearheaded that, and it did tremendous. And it was one of the best soundtracks I ever heard in my life.
Shit, I played All the Stars last night.
Yeah, all this, my kids love that song, bro.
That Black Panther soundtrack go hard. It's been a while since I've seen a fire movie with a fire soundtrack combined like that, bro. It's been a while. They stopped caring about.
That was one of the best soundtracks you heard in your entire life, though.
No, I'm saying with the movie. I'm saying when the movie's good and the soundtrack's good, the combination.
It hit
because
harder.
It doesn't happen often anymore.
Yes.
We don't fuck with soundtracks anymore.
That exactly.
then, though?
soundtracks no more. Huh?
Back in the
Like,
day, though?
you mean like the Above the Rim soundtrack and you know what I'm saying, shit like that. Like, yeah, like,
That soundtrack not fucking with that stuff back then. No.
yeah.
No. Waiting to Excel.
Wait to Excel soundtrack. Yeah.
Them shits was classics.
Get Rich
Like,
Die Trying soundtrack.
You got to stay away from Excel soundtracks, though, fam. Like that's
Yeah,
the
that's
Pressure
true.
City, fam. Like that's like sometimes you ever just want to listen to Waiting to Excel soundtrack. You be like, you know what? Not
Nah.
today, fam.
Never mind.
Nah, we love Whitney, man. Like, Shoot still go hard sometimes, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
Yeah,
think I did listen to sitting
Gotta
up
play
in my
Shoot.
room, but I didn't play it. Like it just came on.
Follow it up
Somebody
with-
played it.
damn, sitting up in
Follow
my
it up.
room.
Follow it up with Hurts Like Hell, though. Like, oh, turn this shit
No,
off.
I'm not doing
see,
that.
Now we
I'm
not
potting.
doing that.
See, now we
Not doing that, bro. Like,
potting.
come on,
Exactly.
bro. I'm in a
You
happy
can't
house,
let-
bro.
You can't let that soundtrack run, fam. You got to pick your songs. You got to pick your songs.
Be quick on that skip button.
Absolutely. So the Black Panther 2 is on. Oh yeah, so Black Panther 1, the movie. Let's keep it a buck. It was just supposed to be like a movie in the middle of a lot of dope shit because Avengers is coming, Captain Marvel is coming. They're hyping everything but the Black Panther. The Black Panther looks good to us. It's coming out in February, Black History Month, a 95% black cast. We hyping it up. We think it's going to be the best thing ever. Black people I'm talking about. Turns out to be one of the biggest movies ever.
Like, that's crazy.
You don't remember how psyched I was when that came out?
I remember all of us was putting up that Wakanda Forever.
Was putting on dashikis and everything.
Yo, my son went to the movies with African garbs on and shit. Like, it was weird. Like, you know what I mean?
We buying like buckets of popcorn worth $30 just because they had Black Panther.
Because of that, because of us showing out, it made the world. I think we spearheaded the world to catch on and be like, all right, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, because we black and we dope. You know what I'm saying?
We did. Because white people was showing up in dashikis too.
Exactly. Like, all in Utah and shit. Like, come on, bro. Like,
that was sick.
It was part of the wave, yo.
Black Panther was just going to be a regular movie until it wasn't. It turned out to be one of the biggest movies and the biggest soundtracks. I say that to say, now that the execs in Hollywood know this, it's like they don't kind of trust the process to let it rock and be great again. Because in comes Eminem, to where, in my opinion,
not needed.
I don't know. He's not needed because they did good without him. But it's just like, yo, now that the Black Panther has eyes on it, what can we do? Like, we don't need your exec. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's already.
But Emma got experience in it though. The 8 Mile soundtrack,
and that's what they think.
That rang off,
and that was good.
He won a Grammy off. He won a Grammy off of Lose Yourself. You feel what I'm saying?
That was dope too.
But is it?
No,
he
won an Oscar. An Oscar.
Yeah, but yeah, is it needed? That's the question.
No, it's absolutely not needed. But
no, it's not.
He has a case. He has a case to be made. Like, bitch, I want a whole Oscar award off my song. Bitch, I can do this.
So let me play devil's advocate because
that was high Eminem. This is
Jay,
that was cleaning out my closet. That was cleaning out my closet, Eminem. Nah, you right.
That was vomit on his sweaty already. Mom spaghetti.
So Jay, let me ask you this though, Jay, because we just saw Kendrick in this. We don't even know what Kendrick's mind state is. Like honestly, ever since that Black Panther movie and that Pan-African energy got into him, like we don't know what Kendrick Lamar is up to these days. So he might really be all for, this African and all of that Black Panther film and all of that. But we really ain't heard from him. I think he did drop an album after the Black Panther soundtrack, but he was going after this. It's been going for a while.
What? Kendrick?
Yeah, Kendrick. He dropped he hasn't dropped nothing?
No.
So
Damn came out before.
Damn came out.
The last time we heard Kendrick is this Black Panther shit.
I think that's the reason why M might be part of it now. Like, because Kendrick basically did the whole thing, the first one,
and it was good.
And it was good. But remember, he's dropping an album soon, so.
So he can't.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he has the same. He can't put the same energy he can to it that he did the first one.
Because I was looking at it like, okay, well that's the energy that I was getting to though. Is Eminem going to leech off Kendrick's energy and just take half credit for it? Because he ain't been doing nothing fire. So if he dropped his fire soundtrack, executive produced by Kendrick Lamar, who has not failed us yet, how much credit are we giving him? That's what I'm saying.
Man, I mean,
we ain't gonna give him.
I mean, he's just taking it. Niggas already ran the race. The race is won. He just taking the baton and just taking it to the finish line.
Right.
I mean, like,
that's what I'm saying. The cake is
fact, to be honest, I don't want to be part of it because usually when Eminem, I like him as a rapper, right? I don't like him as anything else though. I don't like him as a producer. So because of that, I'm not looking forward to this. And that is why, for the most part, I haven't really, not like I haven't cared about his music. His music hasn't been as good because he does his own beats now.
All of them?
Most of them.
Yeah, because Dre don't, yeah.
And you can tell.
Telling you.
Flaw, we lost Flaw.
It's over. The style of hits that he make, though, it's over, though, for that. You know what I'm saying? He not making no Just Lose It's no more. Like, that shit not hitting no more. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Like, but M is just like any other old rapper though. Like, whatever he dropped is not going to be current stuff. Like, he's beyond that now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't expect him to have a album full of Hit Boy beats. Like, that's not
Oh no, I'll be so
let Hit
I will
Boy
be.
do the shit.
Hey, yo, no. First of all, if M get a fucking Hit Boy album before Kiss, I'm quitting hip hop. I'm quitting hip hop. I don't want to listen to rap.
But that's Kid's fault though, and we already talked about that.
I know that. I'm just saying for me personally, if Eminem gets an entire Hit Boy album before Jadakiss, I'm not listening to rap.
Imagine how that would sound though.
I don't care. I don't care.
That would be nuts.
I'm not listening to
do a line or something.
He gonna have to get high. Yeah, he gonna have to get high for that, bro.
No, he don't, man.
I don't want to hear.
I
don't want to hear
rap.
No, I don't want to hear. I'm not afraid. I don't want to hear Not Afraid Eminem. I didn't like Not Afraid Eminem.
I'm not afraid.
I need you high. I need you.
And that was a hit.
Talking shit.
That was a hit. Remember Not Afraid?
And not rapping fast. I don't want to hear
that. But that's not gonna go anywhere, Jay. What are you talking about?
What?
That's Eminem though.
Where's Flaw?
That's not going anywhere. Flaw.
It needs to go fucking back to where he got it from. Don't nobody wear that shit.
His fans say otherwise, man. That's why
I want to hear some Big and some Pot. Mix them up in the pot, like sprinkle a little Big L on top. What the fuck?
It ain't
you
the
got?
same.
Like,
not the
There's
same.
7 different levels of desert worship and horses' heads. Human sacrifices, cannibalism, candles, and exorcism. Animals. That's the M we need. We need the dead wrong Eminem.
We said something. The renegade Eminem, like this needs.
I'm in no position to talk to these kids and they listen. I ain't no politician.
But
that's the M we need.
Nigga need that. Like,
yo, look at Ant recite Eminem bars.
I don't need this fucking this bearded Eminem. He needs to cut the beard off.
Wait, hold on. we went.
He needs to cut the beard
we went
off
from him.
Hold
on.
He
need to go back blind. Yeah, he need to go back blind.
So you went from him needing to go back on drugs and not be sober no more, and he got to cut his hair.
And he got to take the Jordans off. He got to go back to the Air Max 90s
and the sweatpants
with the sweatsuits.
You know why Eminem grew that beard in the first place? Because without it, he looks 12.
Because he's sober.
Well, no, without it, he looks 14 years old.
That's cool.
Not doing that.
This is why I keep all my little facial hair. I got bitch because I
go ahead and shave that bitch off if you want.
I already know, bro.
And yes, I'm toxic. Fuck it. Like I said, I like Eminem back when he was talking this shit and
also for Flaw. Goddamn.
The Weeknd when he was high.
Be back soon.
Adele when she was depressed and bigger.
Wait.
Wow. Mary J when she was
when she was going through it.
Yeah, well, Mary J. Blige when she was with KC, that's the type of music we
nigga. Because that's crazy.
Share my world. We want to share my world.
Keisha Cole before the motherfucking reality shit.
Damn.
I like the Jasmine Sullivan now. I like the hotel.
Yo, shout out to Jasmine Sullivan. Yo, she just did a show at the Met in Philly. You know what I'm saying?
I heard.
And a lot of my friends on Facebook went and shit, and they took pictures and shit, and she showed out, bro. Like she's probably one. You know, she vocally one of the most talented artists we got right now. You know what I'm saying?
I seen a tweet. Erykah Badu closed her show 30 minutes in.
What do you mean?
She was. They said she was 30 minutes in. And then was like, I ain't gonna waste your time or my time, and just walked off.
Badu did that?
Badu.
Wow. What happened? They say what happened?
Nah, I'm about to look at her now.
Yeah, Jazz put on a nice show, man. I seen her live a couple years ago in Philly. But she's dope.
It's good to see artists getting back on the road after the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? I miss concerts. I miss shows. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife just went to go see Deion Cole at the NJ Pack a couple weeks ago and shit. That shit was fire. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Flaw, mic check. You good?
Mic check, Flaw. Yeah, he working.
Still setting up.
Yeah.
Man, but yeah, we got you.
Yeah, you missed it, Flaw.
What happened?
We said we need blonde-haired Eminem. We need him to cut his beard off. We need him to get out of the Jordans and back in the Air Max 90s.
They want my name is Eminem back.
Yeah,
hi, kids. Do you love violence?
Want to see me stick 9-inch nails? One of my
we need that.
Even though this nigga almost like 45 years old.
He almost 50 now. He like 47. Like
that's what I'm saying. I'm old, man.
Yeah, he up there.
Sorry, mom.
He just looked young as hell when he first came out.
We need sniffing Xanax Eminem.
Yeah.
The only song off of the Real Slim Shady 2 is the one he made about loving his mama.
Yo,
I will like that.
Hold on. Eminem turns 50 this year, fellas. Wow.
Yeah, we just don't need Eminem to rap anymore.
We getting old.
It's over. Stop saying
Yo,
weed, nigga.
I'm out, Jay. What is up with you and older guys.
Yeah, you gotta stop telling people gotta stop rapping, man.
Conversation already, bro. Like it's not about age no more. You rap.
No. Black Thought still out here melting microphones.
And he
down.
like 50. And he like 50 damn near.
Something like
What's
that.
the
Yeah.
age limit, Jay? What's the age limit? Or when you have grandkids, you should stop doing shit? Like what are you saying?
When you get sober and be happy.
Wait, so yo, Jay is the most toxic
sober
hip hop fan ever, yo. He don't want,
like,
old niggas to rap. He don't want them sober. He just want
bro.
young drug addicts spitting hot fire.
Hot fire. Hot fire.
Like
Young
druggies. Young druggies.
I'm fucking with
This is what we don't like about music right now, though.
It's certain.
They drugged out. These druggies, these kids.
Right. Nah, that is a different drug down shit.
Oh, it's the echo.
Hold on. Yeah, Flaw, I think you got echo or something.
What do you want me to do? You want me to leave and come out?
No,
It's not echoing.
Go in your settings and just re-click everything.
Okay. Because when that fuse blew, that tore everything up. Let me make sure I'm on the right stuff. Yeah.
Damn.
Had to wait for everything to set up. My computer.
Once again, DJ Clue.
Yo. Testing.
remember.
I mean, it all looks good to me.
Illuminati.
Cypher sounds.
Don't
get gas.
It all looks good to me. I mean, yeah.
It's getting serious, New York.
Yo. Hold on. Yeah, Flaw, go in and go back out.
If you in your car right now.
Oh man, hey, yo, it's crazy. You could tell we grew up like listening to this boy.
Word is bond, yo.
You can tell like what type of hip hop fans, how old we are, because young niggas don't know what we're talking about right now.
Yo, these niggas tripping right now, yo. Get the yo.
None.
Yo, we good?
There we go.
I think so.
But like I was saying, it's not about the high thing. It's just like certain artists, you're a fan of them at that point. So it's like I'm not the only one. It's just everybody don't speak.
Right. He don't like M no more. Which
it's
well,
cool.
Jay,
I just not
it's
checking for him.
It's a terrible way to look at it because we've had this conversation on the pod that after a certain age, we all stop checking for our new artists. Like we get stuck in our era. We get stuck in our era, except for Jarrell. But everybody else, including you, me, and everybody listening, once we hit a certain age, we stop checking for new shit. We don't really want to hear the new shit. And we also talked about how if the Lox, your favorite group, if Wu-Tang dropped a new project, bro, it's not going to be better than the shit they did already. We've already established that. Nothing.
But
don't matter who they work with or nothing.
Because of my job and profession, yes, I listen for the new shit. But I also do like some of the new shit. Like I fucks with the new shit.
Nah, I fuck with some of the new shit too, though.
Like I said, like it's like I'm a Nas fan now because of his new shit.
That's just backwards. I mean, that's just ass backwards. But you're one of a kind with that though, and Jay, I ain't gonna lie, like that's just different. That's a little different.
Lil Baby or Dirt or Moneybag or certain little new artists that come out with some shit that be fire, bro. Like I ain't going front, you know what I'm saying?
Like
but however, for every one of them, it's 10 motherfuckers who hot that I don't fuck with. Right. You know what I mean?
Like I can't some of this new shit I can't get with. You get what I'm saying? So like I can get with the drill movement, but I can't get with the drill movement. So it's just like, all right, so my homegirl put me up on Billie Eilish. I knew who she was, but I've dove deep into her artistry. You get what I'm saying? And I fucks with her because she records her music out of a bedroom with her brother. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, watching her documentary, like I fell in love with the artist and the person.
Hey, Jay,
yeah.
Does she still record like that, or is that just her first albums? The way she made her first project.
Well, from the documentary, she still records out of the house. Like,
because I was going to say, people usually switch up after they get famous and they go.
But not they do. They do, but then they also go back. They also go back to it. Like you don't need to.
You can get quality.
Kanye was making hits out of a closet. He ain't doing that shit no more.
Right.
Now he renting out the motherfucking Mercedes
stadiums and shit.
Right. So
he Kanye West though.
You can
That's true.
It's no longer about where you record at no more. It's just as long as you can get it into the hands
I don't
of
know,
somebody
man.
that has.
I think that's why that first project always hit. That's why I asked you, do she still record like that? Because your first project always hits because of your uncomfortable situations when you're recording
The
them.
energy.
When you,
Yep.
it's that energy. But when you do take it out of the bedroom and into this big studio and you live in a different life, a lot of it comes into play. But those second albums always seem to fall down when you get more luxurious.
So her style, her style of artistry is, the you could say the depressed. Her is aimed at a certain crowd versus making worldwide music. You get what I'm saying? It's just that
so that bedroom setting will fit that.
that
You know what I mean? I
her
get
energy.
that.
She
Yeah.
like her brother was going back and forth. She's like he wanted her to record music that was a wide range of people can feel it, and she's like, no, I want to record this for this type of person and whoever feels it. I fucks with that. You get what I'm saying? Because she'll spill her emotions out on the track. She's dope. She's dope. But again, you fall in love with artists like that. So when they do step out of their norm and try new shit, sometimes it's a hit
So
or miss.
Jay,
Sometimes
I
it's cool.
agree 1,000% with what you're saying. What does that have to do with him not being high no more? You should appreciate.
I don't
him.
like. No,
But
I
I'm
don't
just saying
know.
you should
I don't like
appreciate
that
what he
shit.
did already. Okay, but we get that. None of our favorites are spitting the best they've ever. Like, it's
To me,
their
Nas
best
is.
material. That's to you.
Wait, lyrically?
Yes.
No way. You
Not
out of your
lyrically. No,
fucking
no,
mind.
not lyrically. No,
No
no.
way.
It's
Just
meeting
Nas
music.
ain't
now.
spitting like he
Everything.
was
It's
back
meeting
then.
now. Now there's a balance. Now there's the balance of beat versus it's the mixture is mixing now.
But it's
versus
always
before.
it's been that for a
Nah.
while though. It was that, then it fell off, and then it came
I
back.
couldn't get with it because I guess because it's the production in me. The production has to grab me first.
So
and
Jay,
then
you didn't like the production on It Was Written though?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. It was
it was
written
written.
and
I
Illmatic.
fucks with some of the nice shit, but now I can actually enjoy King's Disease one.
Right.
Like I actually thoroughly enjoyed that shit because it was a balance. Like it was great production, the pocket that he was in.
Yeah, Magic
everything
is crazy,
meshed.
bro. Magic is nuts, yo.
Magic was nuts.
Magic is nuts. Like
I told y'all Magic is better than both King's Diseases.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And
like,
people thought I was crazy. They were like,
nah,
y'all listening to
Magic,
this shit?
Magic is nuts, yo. For real.
Like, it's
But
not
yeah,
a diss.
That's where we at musically though. When we get to a certain, like Jay, you just saying stop making music, you old now. And I don't know why these artists still make music. I don't know. They 50,
You know
40.
why?
and
They
doing
love it. They love it.
They love it.
They
love
have
it.
the right to make music to express yourself artistically, but it's just like
You don't want to hear it.
Well, just to let you down easy, it'll be rare that your favorite artist will probably make anything better than what they did in the 90s or the early 2000s. I don't know if the Locks will make a better We Are the Streets. It's just not.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
Hell no.
because they tried. Because they tried already. Bitch.
They tried too many times.
The closest they got is Loyalty.
Stop
What is the last shit they did?
I like that shit too.
Living Off the Street.
But the beauty of being legends, you can't really diminish your status unless you do something real crazy. Like people are still like, you can't really diminish it. So even if the music afterward is not as great, you are still who you are. Like they say, you get it.
That Fire Festival fucked Ja up.
Nah, remember you don't remember last year when KRS-One dropped that track and we talked about it on the pod?
Oh yeah,
he's still KRS-One, but we didn't
don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. But he still did the verses after that and rocked that shit.
Yeah, but not that
he didn't play that record.
He didn't play that record though.
He didn't play that record.
No, sir. We not fucking with that. Not that night. No.
Nah.
I mean,
But just like we didn't fuck with,
just
like we didn't fuck with that Jay-Z Pharrell joint.
That he dropped.
Yeah, if it's whack, it's whack, yo.
And y'all forgot about it. That's not a part of his discography. That will never get mentioned in his discography.
That's not going to be a stain on his jacket at all. I'm not mentioning that at all. No.
Yeah. Can we talk about how that song just came and went though? How does a song with Pharrell and Jay-Z came and went?
Because it was garbage.
In a day. In one day.
In a day. As soon as it came out, we forgot.
Roller, who new album?
Did y'all listen to his new album though?
Probably talking about KRS-One.
No, Roland. Sorry, we didn't. But hit the like button, though, buddy. Thank you. Hey,
Thoughts and prayers.
Yo, Floor, what the fuck is wrong with you today,
Thoughts
bro?
and prayers, man.
Hey, bro, hit that like button on YouTube, baby. We ain't hear it though.
Thoughts and prayers is nasty.
Yeah,
I told
thoughts
y'all
and
Floor
prayers,
was gonna be
man.
spicy today.
Nah,
huh?
man. Hey,
Bird is
listen.
life.
KRS-One made that album for his fans. We just talked about that, Jay. He know who's gonna like it. It ain't us.
My
Well, he
uncle.
knows who gonna like that shit though. Speaking of King's Disease 1 and 2 and Magic and Kanye West making music in the closet, we've had this debate about the Grammys about who should win. And breaking news, Kanye West has been barred from performing at this year's Grammy.
Hell
Does
yeah.
that mean? But does that mean he can't win the Grammys?
My prediction still holds. I still think he's going to win.
I think he's not gonna win.
Did you think that before, Ant, or do you think that the Grammys, as seeing his actions, they now want to?
Nah, I
Away
just
from
didn't have
him?
no faith in Donda. You know what I mean? If I don't have faith in Donda. That's
I
all.
don't think it's gonna win.
Okay, I still think it's okay. I thought that because the Grammys, because you can get flagged for this. I can't recall what it was, but there was some incidents to where something happened on the outskirts of things, and it kind of cost people wins.
I don't know why why did they ban him though? I don't know.
Why they banned him?
He made the some insensitive comments in regards to something. It might have been Pete Davidson.
Pete
I mean,
Davidson buried him alive in a video and talking crazy about kidnapping DL Hughley. And we got to talk
Yeah,
about
DL
that.
Hughley and
So
shit.
they're probably scared.
Another
like, if
one.
Well,
Yeah.
Another
though.
one.
But hold on,
Mind
though.
your
The
business.
Grammys,
Shut the fuck up.
but the
Who,
Grammys,
DL?
that,
Yeah.
I'm
Mind
about
your
to say
business.
the
Shut the
Grammys
fuck
He
is-
up.
say what he want to say. He a fucking comedian, bro. Like he can say what he want to say. Like that's the last.
He can, but it's just like
you know what? Ed? I understand that, but he ain't on stage saying that shit. So you're not a comedian. Then
Well,
You
if he
just
got a
in
platform-
interviews
Well,
talking
no,
to
no,
you.
no. When did he
That's
talk
what
about
he
it?
the
got.
new wave
If he
now
got a
is the
platform, if he got a platform, bro, if he got a podcast, nigga, he can say that shit. And from what I know, I think he do got his own podcast.
Yeah, he
Or-
do.
But I think he said it. He said it on the other world of Twitter.
Oh, okay. So
Right,
he,
He said something
he
on-
tweeted
he
that.
said something on Fuck Vlad. That's what he said it on. He said
Yeah,
something
he
on
said
Fuck
it on
Black.
said it on
Oh,
that. So
I
as
forgot he
for
fucking fucked
Kanye, he can definitely say, "Yo, fuck him, shut up."
He can,
Don't talk
no,
about me. It's
no,
not like he did it in
Kanye
that
said, "Nigga, shut up! I got the bread to get you out of here." Basically, in so many words, he said that
Yeah,
shit.
he's still
Remember
from
that?
Chicago, nigga. I think
Yeah.
everybody need to calm down about
He
Kanye
said,
West.
"Bro, I
Like,
got
he's
the
still
bread
from
to get
Chicago.
you up out of here." So then
here.
DL said, "If you got the bread to do that, nigga, go pick your Xanax up or some shit." Like,
Oh
man.
shit! He said, "How you got people?" No, he
That's
said, "How
okay,
you gonna
that's-
send people to kill me, but can't send them to pick up your Xanax?"
Yeah,
That's
something crazy.
that's cool.
See?
I got enough money to do both though.
Hey,
See?
those
I
are
want people to do that and do
All right,
what
so-
I'm talking
And
about.
all right, so-
Kanye
so
smacked
since
the
you
shit
said
out of
that-
DL Hughley on
So since
Twitter.
you said that, nigga, you can't do the Grammys now because you threatening niggas' lives now. So now you can't do the Grammys. All right.
I can see that. But,
You need to
but
chill out.
to my knowledge, though, is the Grammys even going to be live this year? Like, is this
Probably.
going to be like a phoned-in
Nah, I
Silk
think-
Sonic
I think-
performance?
I hope not. I hope not.
shit.
Nah, I think
Niggas be
everybody's
shitting
trying
on
to get
Silk
back to
Sonic
normal.
performances.
Because that shit trash. Nigga, they did that shit like at a restaurant and
It's
they
about to
gave
turn
it
into
to
the
him.
most
Like,
hated-
stop it, man.
Yo, this is about to be the official hater podcast of Silk Sonic, fam.
Man,
Hey, yo, word is slide.
they recorded that shit in a diner and then gave it to him on
know what
award
it is?
night.
And then
Jarrell,
look, said, y'all want to hear a new song? Nah,
Right.
we gonna play the same song we just played.
play
That's
the
shit
same
number one.
shit.
Hey, yo.
In a
know
different location.
I'm gonna start
Such a
introducing this
dope-
podcast as Barz N Shotz podcast, aka Silk Sonic haters, nigga. Like,
It's
what the-
because it's the disappointment is real.
It
A,
is.
a dynamic duo
Fam.
that came together and was just like, that's it.
But
That's
is
all
there
we did?
such thing as making the perfect song? You can't make 7 of those. That was we talked about that before it dropped.
Make 2 of them, nigga. What are you
Okay.
talking about?
Yeah.
Like that album was. Don't get me wrong. It's not like it was complete trash, but that
Smoking
album
out
was
the
not
window.
good. It wasn't
Smoking out the
good.
window.
Smoking out the
I don't have to
window,
play
leave
that
the door
song
open.
again ever.
Yeah, no, you don't have to. You don't have
It's
to.
not. It's not. It's
Door
not like
and
it's.
window.
I'm not saying that like
Yeah,
Smoking
door
Out
and
the
window, yes.
is whack, but I don't have to play that. That's not a classic song. I don't
Love
have to play
Train?
that shit again.
Love Train.
Smoking out the window.
Love Train, so he could be in third place. Like,
That's crazy.
so you could be in third place, yo. Drew Hill did the shit better than you. Stop it.
Yo.
Let's talk about something else, man.
Yo.
I don't want to talk about this. You just gonna get me
Before,
upset.
before we spin off the DL Hughley Kanye situation, man, what's his name? Old head. Steve Harvey, my fault, came in with some bars as well. And
Did
basically,
he? I didn't see that.
oh, you didn't
Yeah,
see
Steve-
that?
He ain't
Oh,
say
Yeah,
only thing I
Barz
know about
crazy.
Steve is he been killing it with the suits and stuff lately.
Hey,
Like
Jay,
he
look
been
at
Look at
shutting
Judge
the gram
now.
down.
Judge Steve Harvey, nigga.
Yeah.
Well, Judge
Come on,
Steve
man.
Harvey told Kanye to pull up his money on DL Hughley. And if you want to get down, we can get down. That's what he said.
What does
fam.
that even mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Oh, no. Just
What does
If
that
niggas want
mean?
to fight, if niggas want to fight,
Get y'all old asses back in y'all
Right.
lanes.
Yeah. If they're
and
gonna
shut the
fight,
fuck
my
up.
money's on Kanye West.
Well, I'm glad Jay keeping the same energy. I like consistency on the pod. It's great for production.
man.
Let's just keep it rolling. But
Get y'all-
I'm just saying, Steve Harvey, said he got his man DL back.
Of
I
course
don't know
he
what
But
that
what
does.
is.
is? I don't understand what that
Mind-
means. D.L.
mind
Hughley is
your
almost
business.
60 years old himself. What are we talking about?
Mind your business.
So when you say I got my money on him, doing what? Like you think they go
Man, I don't
roast
know
each
what-
other on stage? Like
Let's keep
Kanye's
it
not
up.
going to do that.
We know the older heads think that the younger generation is softer. We that's how they feel.
Yeah, we the sons to them, grandsons
Yeah,
type
yeah.
shit.
D.L. Hughley is like a 5'5", 60-year-old.
And
Steve
Kanye is
Harvey
a
warns
44-year-old
Kanye.
punk. That's what's in his mind.
Kanye, he and DL Hughley are from the ass whooping era. Pull up. It ain't what you want.
That is
Sit
true
your-
also, though.
Sit
guess what?
your old
Hold on.
ass down.
But look,
But
niggas
Kanye
fight,
West
bro.
is from the
Wait a minute,
I
Jay.
hit niggas in the face era too.
Jay,
Kanye
read
West
that
isn't
again,
young.
Jay,
Huh?
read that again. Read the Steve Harvey quote again.
Steve Harvey warns Kanye, he and DL Hughley are from the ass whooping era. Pull up. It ain't what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Kanye West is in his 40s. What era you think we from?
Hey, yo. Now,
What is happening?
listen to what Steve Harvey said, right? Steve Harvey has to be there. You can't say that and not be side by side with your mans now. You
Right.
got to take his
And
ass
to my
back.
knowledge, I ain't seen them niggas in the same room in years.
You can't call niggas when it's about to go down like, oh no, I'm taking Judge Steve Harvey right now, nigga. I can't
can't,
pull up.
yeah.
Like,
You can't speak for me and then not be there when the shit go down. fam.
right. right.
I say, Vlad not gonna save you.
Yeah,
Like-
he
Come
he
on,
literally said,
man.
Kanye, pull up. Well, listen, Steve, where are you? Because you got to come pull up too, fam.
Right,
You
like
can't
where?
just say that, fam. You can't just say that and not be there when it goes down.
Yeah, I don't like the ass whooping era comment. Like Kanye is
Hey,
44 years old, fam. He's not a teenager.
Again, you guys are comedians. I get it. But in the same token, you can't be of the black community of wealth trying to big up and then want to put down publicly for jokes. You can, but you can't. You get what I'm saying? But then has any of those brothers reached out to Kanye and was just like, yo, this, that, and the third? We all know Kanye is fighting for his family. You know, he's doing it in a way
And that shit is over, bro.
I don't
And
think
it's
Kanye's
over.
fighting for his family, Jay. I don't think
That
he's
shit
fighting
is a
for his
wrap,
family.
bro.
No. I
Game said
don't.
what he's fighting for. Game spilled the beans on what Kanye is doing. Kanye is fighting a narrative. Kim said, Kanye, you just picked your daughter up today and took her to school, fam. I'm not keeping you from them. Kanye is fighting the black man narrative that once a divorce happens or once a black man is out the house, that he doesn't take care of his kids. He's fighting that. If Kim is letting him see his kids, like, fam, he got on internet, right? Remember when he got on Instagram and said he can't find his kids and they went to the party? You get what I'm saying? He
Pulled up to the party.
he went to the party. But he
He
wanted
had to ask
tell
for the
people-
address for where his daughter's birthday party was.
That
So
Travis
you don't
Scott
have-
had to give
Where's
to
the
him.
address?
But what I'm saying to you is he's trying to control the narrative of a black man and his kids. I don't think he has a problem saying his kids at all or his
He's
There's
hurting.
too much money involved for
He's
that.
hurting.
Right,
He is hurting. He lost his family. He is hurting.
bro.
Let that man
He
hurt.
made Kim Kardashian wear a #1 draft pick suit from like 2000. Bitch.
But then
It was over then, bro.
I'm mad. I remember. I know exactly what
Remember
you're
that
talking
gray
about. I'm
suit she
mad.
had on and shit? Like,
She looked like she got drafted in 08.
she like she got
Oh,
drafted
yeah,
in 05 or some shit, nigga.
I
Like,
remember that.
But then
Like-
she got this nigga Pete Davidson, Brandon Kim on his chest. Like,
She
Bro.
got him or he did that. That's him,
would
bro.
you-
He's a
if
tattoo
you
guy.
If you Pete Davidson, wouldn't you brand Kim too?
no.
No.
He's got everybody on
You're
him.
Pete
no.
Davidson. This nigga look like a Muppet. Like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? Like,
Yo, what does tattoos mean to him? He's covered all
Right.
over
No,
the
That's
no,
true.
no.
That's what I'm saying, right.
And I'm gonna say it just like Kim said. It's not a tattoo. It's a brand. You know a brand, nigga. This nigga fraternity brand Kim on his body.
That's what he
Alright,
does, fam.
alright,
Like,
Weirdo
it's,
shit.
bro.
That's
if Kim
weird.
thinks
It's
that's special,
fucking Kim Kardashian,
Yeah,
bro. Like, I know niggas right now in these streets of Trenton, New Jersey that do way more than that for Kim Kardashian, bro. Like,
Man.
and if Kim
Like,
Kardashian's
that's no argument. Like,
Let
If
Kanye,
Kim
let Kanye
Kardashian-
be Kanye. That means
And-
this next
and-
album probably gonna be fired.
and Jay, also to answer
Hopefully.
your question, and also to answer your question, I think DL was asked a question on Fuck Vlad about it, and
Right.
some people don't agree with how he's going about it, and they have the right to their opinion
They do.
as well. Like some people
Right.
don't like how he's carrying himself in public every day, and I said, bro, we do not need to know about the situation like this. I get it, like, but I don't want to hate you because every time I open the Instagram app, there you are. Like, maybe it's not your fault, or you are holding the camera sometimes, but the media will do that. Like every time I go on the socials, it's Kanye, bro. I don't want to see this.
you know,
I
what's-
just
you know what
I understand
the
where he
algorithms.
is.
You know what I don't like though? Like if you are Kanye, who is DL Hughley to be talking about me, fam? What is
Bro,
the connection?
You
He
got
does
asked
not know
on
me
Fuck
at
Vlad.
all.
You got asked
You want to
on
know
Fuck
what that
Vlad.
connection is?
Like that's nuts. Like that's just asking any random person on the street the same question.
No.
Like if
Do you
he
want to know what
doesn't
the
know
connection
him,
is? You know what the connection is? Something we talked about already. He knows who to pick his wars with.
Right.
Depends on who say it.
Yeah.
If you're not a
know.
challenge, he is
Because
a
if Dame
bully.
would have said it, so if Dame would have said it, would he have been? What would the conversation?
He's not
be
sending
now?
no goons to Dame. You get what I'm saying? He's not
No,
sending
but
no
Dame
goons
wouldn't
to.
say that because Dame knows him though. I guess
We
that's
know
my
that
point.
though. We know that though. But we know that. But if Dame would have said that though, you know what I'm saying? Would the
Yeah,
conversation? be different?
that's different. Yeah, that's completely
Is
different.
you
'Cause that's
pulling-
somebody he actually knows.
And think about it.
You know what I'm
What
saying?
if-
Like,
And respects. I mean,
Right.
on
What
some
if
levels.
Kim? What if Kim was dating a well-respected gentleman whose physical presence was respected? He wouldn't be doing none of this on
Kanye
the
would still be
gram.
doing the same
Like The
exact
Rock?
thing.
Like he was dating The Rock.
Kanye
like,
would do
no,
the
no.
same
The
exact
Rock is
thing.
still safe. The Rock is still safe because The Rock can't go crazy because this dude
nah,
want
I
to be
think-
president one day.
I think if Kim was dating like Michael
No, it's-
Jai White, I think Kanye wouldn't say shit to him.
Yeah, it's like, depends on who she dating.
Yeah,
You wouldn't say
I
no.
don't
If
think
she
anybody
start
would
dating
say-
like a boxer or something, say if she
Yeah.
start dating Canelo Alvarez,
Yeah.
he's not saying anything to
I
Canelo
think
Alvarez.
Kanye gonna say the
I
same.
mean, you can
exact
still send
shit.
goons to
Really?
He
Canelo
is
Alvarez.
not there.
Bro,
That's
this nigga can't punching bullets.
He is not there, bro.
Yeah,
You
that's
still
true.
send the goons to this nigga. Like he's not punching bullets.
This
That's
like,
true.
nigga is
That's true.
not there. Now,
I
I will
do
say
agree
it
with
probably
Flaw,
won't
though.
go this. It wouldn't probably go this
Right.
extreme because Pete has been giving him bars on Saturday Night Live. So I think that's also fueling Kanye's.
Which
Word.
is corny.
So
yeah, that shit is. But it's
That's corny.
you know how white
he's not
boys do,
all
yo.
there. So yes, that nigga probably would do the same thing.
But
Jay, I
it's
agree with-
Kanye West though. So like,
I agree with you, Jay, but social media has put everybody in our face and we get agitated sometimes with their actions. And like I say, DL Hughley just might be agitated with some things that he's seeing. And it's
Keep
You know
scrolling.
what?
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm aggravated with Pete Davidson. What Pete Davidson's doing? To me, he sound like he just seem
Bro,
like a
did you see
mutt.
their Twitter? Did you see their text exchange?
Yeah,
yeah,
Told that bitch I'm in bed with your wife. Yo.
yeah. So
And
to
send
me,
him a picture.
to me, those are goons sending words. Like I don't understand. Maybe it's
like,
just
bro.
me.
Like, and that's my thing. What do
Maybe
you,
it's just me.
what are you trying? Especially like if Kanye taking the bigger man route and he really not giving a fuck about what she got going on, and this nigga sending him pictures of
Right.
there with your wife type shit. Like
It could
that's
be
triggering.
mad shit that we
That's
don't know
triggering,
about that he
bro,
sends
like,
this man.
That's
That's the only
corny
thing.
as hell,
Because
bro.
he
Like,
said it. He was like, I'm not sitting back anymore. I'm not watching the disrespect. Let's meet up man to man. Let's talk. Yeah, I mean, Pete, he looked like he was taking a higher ground. So Kanye was like, where are you at? Come to Sunday service, da 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 da. Pete Davidson was like, I mean, I'm in bed with your wife, da 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 da.
that's whack, bro. Nah, that's whack, bro.
I'll be at this club. We can no cameras. We can meet in my private room. This,
Hey, yo,
that,
you
and the
getting
third.
beat up on site then now? Because my thing is you man enough to be like, oh, I'm taking the high road. I'm in bed with your wife. Da, da, da.
Right.
All right, yeah, I'll meet you where you at, and bitch, I'm gonna put hands on you, bitch,
So
from the
so,
rip, like,
so when stuff happens like that, right?
because that's corny to
I
me, bro.
understand, like, because it's Kanye West, right? We really ain't supposed to be on his side because of some of the stupid shit that he has done. But when it come to that, I'm on
Yeah.
Kanye's side. I think
Yeah,
he
that's
should whoop
corny,
his
bro.
ass.
What about
Because I would
this?
do the same thing.
Let's get on Kanye's side one more time. What about this? I didn't know Pete Davidson, unless I'm tripping or it was fake, had or has a tattoo of a grown man having sex with a baby.
That was no
On his
that
body?
was Steve, I think
Wow.
that was Steve-O.
Oh,
Oh,
Steve.
so that's not Steve-O. I mean,
it was Steve-O. It was Steve-O, I believe. But he was
white boys mixed up.
oh, okay, my
So
fault.
he
Okay,
was
wrong-
no.
wrong
This is what
person.
happened. No, this is what happened. This is what happened.
He get your
So,
white boys mixed up.
Steve-O
Nigga, that's all.
did. I think it was Steve-O. He had a tattoo of literally a man fucking a baby. Then he got it covered up with him fucking an ostrich or a chicken, because they said Steve-O was going through one of his, drug binging, whatever. But Pete Davidson did not Pete Davidson. Yeah, Pete Davidson did a stand up, and he was talking about how he was babysitting his friend's baby, and the baby started to suck on his finger. So he went into a whole he did it good and da. I wouldn't fuck a child, but if I did,
Oh, he
it
walked
was my
that line.
friends.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
walked that
that was,
line.
you know,
Yeah.
definitely walked
That was
That's
a
a-
joke that you just tell in this line. I don't put no credence into that shit.
Yeah,
It's a joke.
Fine line he was walking.
It's a
but
whack
yeah.
joke, but it's a joke.
Yeah,
But if I need bars,
I
I'm gonna
get
go
it.
to it, Jarrell. If I
That is
need
true.
ammunition,
That is,
I'm gonna go
that's true.
to it.
I get it.
He said it. Like I don't. Yeah, I can't argue that. But to me, this is a joke. Like it's comedic shit. But yeah,
Yo,
if
to me,
I got a
that-
problem with you, I can use that. You're right, Flo.
The whole text message, I'm in the bed with your wife shit. I don't care how you look at it. Know what I mean, that shit is corny to me. Like, know what I mean,
Mhm.
just me personally, like that's whack. Like
So
we men, like bitch.
Like they
So-
they both corny on both sides. We gotta
right.
just
So
admit that shit.
so it's pretty much
Cause then he buy a
His-
crib, like right across
his
the street or some
lash
shit.
out. Yeah,
Right
Kanye
across the
did. His lashing out with that whole
That's
response
corny.
was probably from everything Kanye was giving him. So, like you said, Pete Davidson said, "Listen, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of staying quiet. Let's meet up." Like I said, he did I've been through this mental health thing. I can help you. Da 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 da. The Kanye said some shit, and then that was his reply with the picture.
Honestly,
It wasn't a picture of Kim. It was just a picture of him laying in the bed with his tongue sticking out.
But
All
even
right,
when he
that's cool.
even when he texted that though, even that was kind of condescending. Talk about his
Right.
mental health. Who are you, nigga? To
Right,
talk
like
about
come on, my
mental
nigga, like
health?
my man, like
Yeah, they don't have a relationship other than Kim.
you got to think about it on a
what he
different
said to
level,
him.
like bro, it's like you trying to son, like in my mind, like
Right.
you want some like sonning me, like oh I can help you with this, like you know what I mean, like
I didn't like
don't need
nothing
you to
in
be
that
my knight in
exchange.
shining armor, nigga. Like fuck is you talking about, like
Like he telling me I need help.
So
Like-
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna help you. All right.
so let's speed it on a little bit. There's a situation happening in the swimming industry.
Oh God,
Wanted to touch on this real quick.
we about to get canceled.
Yo, I forgot all about.
He about to get
in
canceled.
the
I mean,
swimming industry.
I think we can do this respectfully.
Nah, fam, not that community.
I don't really think it's. I don't. Fam,
The
I
letters-
think. I think.
Shit,
I
if
think
you about to
he's
say
shitting
there's
on-
no community,
it's the
I think,
letters.
I think he's shitting on the community. I don't think he officially. I don't think he cares about the community himself.
Stop.
Oh my god, what's happening right now? What is going
And
on?
said it's the letters.
I'm trying to ignore it. I'm trying to. Ignore
I'm trying to
it.
figure out what's going
The
on.
funniest shit I heard him.
I heard you. I'm
It's
just
the
trying
letters.
to ignore this shit.
Yo, don't call them the letters, yo.
All right,
The letters. It's the letters.
Oh my God.
It's the letters. It's hilarious, man. I'm sorry. It's the letters.
So Floyd, we're gonna have to tiptoe this one.
oh
We're
man.
gonna
Oh,
have to-
We're just gonna keep it a stack.
Keep-
Here's the
let's-
thing, right? This
let's
guy,
mark at an hour the 119 mark.
yeah, right. I don't know what his name was before his transition, but his name is Leah Thomas now.
It was William.
But I want to
Thomas.
get to William Thomas.
So her
So-
name is Leah.
I'm about to say flaw.
her name is Leah.
I'm about to say you
Okay.
keep calling her his
Her-
and him and all that. You have
Okay.
to call her her.
Her name's Leah.
Okay.
Her name is Leah Thomas now. I don't know what her name was before this. Okay.
Mhm.
He was a wrestler. He swam for 3 years, and the moral of that story is going to be quick. He was ass,
And he,
or she was ass.
Yeah.
no.
He was losing.
You can say that.
As
He-
hold on, as a male,
As
he
a
was
male, he was
As
losing to other
William.
males.
losing.
As William, he was losing. He was getting his boot smoked. He was ass.
As a man, he was ranked like 400
490s.
something.
Something out of 500. He was ass.
Oh shit! Yeah,
He was 6'4".
See,
Ooh.
I don't really care about him transitioning and becoming a she. See, that's why, Jay, I don't think we're going to cancel. I don't care about that part. Because I think that he, who is a she now, transitioned because she was so obsessed with winning.
Winning and wanted to win.
He got his ass
Yeah.
kicked by the
I'm about to
men
show-
for 3
I'm
years.
about to show everybody on that's watching. Salute to everybody watching the show on YouTube right now. I'm about to show the picture. Keep
Yeah.
in mind that the person we're talking about is 6'4", and he beat somebody that was actually on the Olympic team that came in second.
Yes.
Whoa.
So first off, look
Okay.
at the reach. We swimming. Look at the reach.
Okay, so look, the cowgirl is pissed.
Right.
As she should.
You know what's crazy?
Pissed.
No. The one who's pissed more is second place. Look at her face and the way she got her hands, son. That is like passive aggressive rage.
Okay, yeah, I see that. Yeah,
right there.
Yeah,
That's what that is. Like that's like serial killer-ish.
Because hey, listen,
She's
if you
not
come
happy.
second to somebody who's just physically superior to you, you got a problem with that. Like, what more
Right.
could I have done? Like, what if we neck and neck and her and Leah Thomas' fingernails hits before mine because you are 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches with a fam? This is just it's not fair.
this is
And,
nasty.
It happens a lot in high school also, like around the country.
I just
Like,
wish
it's
I did.
happening.
I just
So
wish I didn't know his record.
So we got dudes turning into girls and then dominating girl sports.
Yes.
Tawana man all over again.
Joanna
Pretty
man
much, yeah.
shit.
The
Wow, I
country,
personally-
it got you
I
crazy.
personally think that the trans community should have their own.
So why they don't have their own games? Like how the Special
think they
Olympics
should.
got their own Special Olympics. Why the trans don't have their own Olympics, bro?
I think they should
Wow.
because
For
Wow.
women that turn into
well,
men and shit like that.
It's not
Like,
a
I mean,
diss.
like,
It's not a diss, and it could be taken as a diss. So Jay, cut back with the wow because you're trying to get us canceled. Damn it!
Nah, bro.
Not a diss. What we're saying to you is
they want to be equal and they want to have their own shit, right?
But
That makes sense.
It's not a
by
diss,
you
man.
you saying they want to be equal, but then telling them to give them their own,
Bro, the special
sports
because
arena.
bro, think about it, bro. This motherfucker is 6'4", yo.
I get what you're saying, and
Now
that's
he
the
a
whole
girl.
trend.
Now he a girl, and he got
That's
to
the
compete
whole.
with girls, and
That's
he's
the whole
killing now.
trend. That's the whole trend.
All right, so
fight
look,
is-
take all of them. Just like you do the Special Olympics people, you're not gonna have somebody who has a Down syndrome and put them on the same court as LeBron and them in the Olympics.
because he feels some type of way. You get what I'm saying? It's not
No,
how
I
it works.
get what you're
Is
saying. I get
the
what you're
phrase
saying.
that we're searching for really is competitive advantage. Like,
Yes,
it's a competitive advantage
and that's all
for
it is.
you
To it.
to be you used to be a man and now you're transitioning to a woman. You should not be able to,
Bro, remember
you know,
when
in
it was a
competitive sports, like
bro, it
stuff
was a
that
UFC
counts.
fight or it was an MMA fight of a trans dude
Yeah,
fighting a chick, and he beat the shit out of this chick, yo,
remember that
like
also.
bad. Like it was bad, bro. Like that's not fair. Like
I
So
think
I don't give them their own league. Give them their own, I guess.
events, nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
the only
like-
reason this isn't a big deal, I want to put what Roland put up here. He said maybe because there aren't many trans athletes. That is why.
Not yet.
Not yet, but I'm just saying. And plus, it hasn't reached like the pro level yet. Gotta
Right.
think about it. All of this is amateur sports. But once some 6'8" dude wants to transition and wants to start playing in the WNBA, then everything will change. Then
Yeah, it has
and
to
it's
be.
gonna happen, bro.
Yes,
It's
watch.
going to happen, bro.
that is going to happen, and that's when they'll be like, no.
So do you think there's a dude in the NBA right now that wants to transition to a fucking female that
Never
wants
know.
to play?
It could be possible.
That wants to play in the
I mean,
WNBA.
honestly, by the law of averages, when you talk about society,
Probably,
yeah, it is.
right?
Yeah.
Probably, right?
But see, that would
Right,
make
Just like
more
it's plenty
sense.
gay dudes in the
But
NBA.
Ant,
Just
wouldn't
don't-
that
Right.
make more sense for, let's say, a NBA player who I'm pretty sure there's a lot of gay NBA players, fam. That's just out there,
Yeah,
right?
just the law of averages and
Yeah.
statistics.
So let's just say one of them wants to fully transition. They would still play in the NBA, though. That's my point. Like, keep them in the
No.
NBA.
As Karen,
No,
No.
I'm saying no, but physically, that's where they would belong. If there's no
Right.
transgender league, they would belong. I'm saying don't take an NBA player out of the NBA, transition, and then go to the WNBA. He was
I see
still
what you mean. I see what you mean.
Hey,
You can't just take a off season off and then
transition, and then now
Yeah,
you're in the
because guess
WNBA
what?
for the
You
Spartans.
the
and shit.
12th man on the bench, and everybody in the NBA is nice just because you the 12th man on the bench.
Everybody,
but you're the 12th man on the bench. You're not getting no burn. You go to the WNBA, you the MVP, and you win the championship.
But that's the same thing that just happened here.
Take that out of it though. Say if it's not somebody in the NBA. Say if it's somebody that's in college, but his next step is to play pro.
Okay.
Like, don't even think about it as an NBA going to WNBA. Think of somebody in the G League that's unknown. He's 6'11". He wants to transition into a woman. He goes to the G League and then puts his application in for the WNBA. What do they do?
If
They
it's
might
legal,
that's a problem.
Hey,
Like,
Yeah, that's a whole problem. Yeah.
so now I got to put my general manager.
right, that's what I'm saying. What do you do? Because I might sign that nigga. Now,
Exactly.
this is business we talk about. I understand the moralities about
it's
it, but I
business.
want a 6'11" center.
But guess what?
Yes.
Though?
Yes.
You're gonna have to fight against all type of backlash, the media. You're gonna
Well,
it's gonna be a
right.
whole,
How much do you care?
it's gonna be a whole circus that comes with that though.
Until
That's why it hasn't happened yet, though, Ant. Not because
Until they
somebody
ban
doesn't
them?
because nobody want to deal with that shit.
nobody want to deal with it. That's the only reason it hasn't happened.
Until
that's
you
the only
ban it?
reason the whole gay thing, period, when it comes to like coming out in the NFL and NBA, they just don't want to deal with it. It's plenty of gay dudes in sports.
Yeah,
That's
don't wanna deal
good.
with the shit.
Yeah, they just want to deal with it. Yeah, all that stuff, man. Like they don't really care about Colin Kaepernick, right? They don't care, but they don't want the media to come with it, or they don't
wanna
care
deal
that
with it.
they don't want to deal with it, or the gay player Sam guy that got drafted, man. They just don't want to deal with the media. Like, you know what? We just don't want to deal with the stuff, bro. Like, people be nice
and play like one off season practice and they cut him or some shit. Like
they made it into a show. They made it into a show on purpose. They drafted him last.
Yeah, it was weird, bro.
And they knew they wasn't going to play him. You know what I'm saying?
Then, the DN from the Raiders came out. I think he recently got cut though, but he was
he
actually
just got
pretty
released.
good. Nassib, Carl Nassib.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's actually going to be on another. Somebody's going to pick him up. Like, he's actually good.
Well, he almost somebody
I
practice
think they
squad
got
right
him.
now.
Nah, he was on the Raiders, but they signed Chandler Jones, so they basically let him go somewhere else because somebody came in to take his spot. Basically, it's not like he's not good. He'll get on another team.
So basically,
Well, he want to be a girl.
No, he's just gay. That's all.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So you can be gay and still do your thing. It's just when you switch over, when you transition. That's the word I was looking for. You transition to being a different gender, and then you want to go to that gender sport.
So that's why Bruce. That's why Bruce waited so long.
Bruce
Jenner, Bruce. Yeah.
Because when he was an Olympian, didn't he say he had feelings back then about like wanting titties and shit?
Yeah, but he didn't transition and try to be an athlete in girl and women athletics though. He didn't do that though.
Why? What I'm saying is, you think that he waited so long to do that because he was an athlete? I feel like because he was an athlete, he still had them feelings, but waited until his athleteness was over and shit.
Right.
Also,
because he knew it was a competitive advantage.
Yeah,
that too. But he's old as hell. So back in the 70s and 80s,
that wasn't happening.
That shit wasn't happening.
Yeah, it wasn't happening.
They wasn't doing that back then.
He was at the crib dressing up though. Like
listen, he thought about it, but he bet not had did it in the 70s and the 80s.
No,
That's just life. Bet not.
Yeah. He on Wheaties boxes and shit. Like
but now you can do it, and
people don't realize how big Bruce Jenner was. Yo, like imagine if Michael Jordan came out and said he wanted to be a transsexual. That's how big Bruce Jenner was back then.
Yeah, he was on the
He
Wheaties
was
box,
one of
bro.
the
That's
number one
crazy.
athlete. He was one of the most well-known athletes on the planet at that time.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
That's sick. I don't like it, but it is.
Jarrell made it. Jarrell brought it home and put a positive spin on it. The competitive advantage. I would just like to say that William was ass, and he transitioned into being a transgender, and now he's dominating.
Brought it home and put a positive spin on it.
He was ass. Yeah, he was like
he was.
He went straight to the. He went straight back to the hate.
He was ass.
But that's crazy though.
Man.
But you could look at this dude face. But excuse me, this girl face.
I think it's even worse in high school, bro. Like, think about it. We all got kids, right? And we all got daughters.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine if your daughter is a wrestler, right? But she going against a girl 18 that transitioned from a boy.
Oh no, I'm gonna be that dad that hop on the mat.
What do you
like
do?
I'm that dad. I'm hopping
Because
on the
that
mat.
happened.
This still a dude, bitch.
That was
Because
a
you
big
know,
story.
fuck
That
outta
was a
here.
big story a few months ago. Like that
Because,
happened.
yeah.
It was a girl.
First of all, I'm
wrestling
not
match,
even
and
letting
she
my
beat the hell
child
out of
wrestle.
her.
I'm not letting my child compete. Oh, this is used to be a dude and he a girl now. Nah, my child not competing. I'm sorry. Nah.
Because you're emotionally involved as you should. You're a father. You watch your
Right.
daughter train. You know how bad she wants this, and then you see a disadvantage coming. Like,
Nah.
and she might go, "Dad, I want to do this," but then when she lose, like you carry that heartache with her. Like you might,
Right.
But not
saying it's
lose
worse.
bad though, because it's a dude. Like
I know,
you
but
don't
when
see
you
her
work,
lose, you see her get her ass whooped.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not lose,
Like,
but
that's
lose
different.
bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and when you work all year to get to this spot and it get taken away by, like you're gonna feel some type of way, fam.
Word.
Because
I'm sorry.
it's different if another girl beat her ass.
right.
Because there's no competitive advantage.
Right.
But that's what we
That
don't
girl
want.
was just better than her.
That's what we don't
That's
want,
the
though.
difference,
We
yeah.
don't want. Well, yeah, Jarrell, at that point, but we don't want like Ian. I think that's her name. We don't want her to lose to another girl because then it goes, oh look. No, we want to see this dominance so we can have something to point at. Say, listen, this is not fair. You cannot do this.
Well,
telling
not my child.
telling our girls to go to the gym and hustle harder, get out the way, like Puff would say, just ain't.
Yeah, that's not.
It's not cutting it, man. You better
Right.
hit the
Harder
weights.
get out the way after you got your ass beat. By,
You better hit them weights, girl.
Nah,
That's
bruh.
crazy.
First of all, I'm not letting my child compete. Me as a father, I'm not putting my child in those situations where they are disadvantaged. I'm trying to give them the best advantage possible. You know what I'm saying? So knowing that this is a trans dude into a female fighting or wrestling or doing anything against moms, no, it's not.
I
happening.
would like to. I
Sorry.
can't wait until this actually transitions to a sport that we care about, because it only happens like it's happened in track, wrestling, and swimming. It hasn't happened in basketball. And
It will
football.
though. It's because it's going to.
I'm pretty sure it's probably happened in soccer too. Just
Before we
it's
get
no
in-
physicalness, it's just they're just running.
Before we get into weight, Jay, how do we do? Did we get canceled or did we do a good job representing this segment? We did good.
I think I did pretty well.
Oh, you think I didn't?
I think I did pretty well. I think some of you niggas were shaky though.
I
might
guess
have been
we'll
shaky.
see.
Sorry.
I think I did pretty okay.
It could have.
It wasn't as bad as you thought, though, was
It
it?
wasn't that bad.
Nah, it's because we're recording, so we're really biting our tongues. So we're not really going.
I just
I was
really
thinking
think
about
he's
this. I
ass.
was thinking about this shit the other
That
day.
is true
We really
also.
can't speak how we really want to speak because, like I said, once you speak your truth about this, then that community is going to come back, and all of a sudden, everybody is transphobic.
That don't make them right, though.
Prime
He was
example. Prime example.
All right.
Look at the new fucking emojis. There's a pregnant man on the new emojis.
Wow.
right. I seen it.
I seen that too.
Look, bro, but it's crazy because I went on Amazon, bro, and they have a T-shirt that they sell on Amazon that said there's more than two genders, but it's in male and female that they selling it in.
Oh,
You understand what I'm saying?
See, we talking about something. All right.
So
Yeah,
it's
again.
it's crazy. Like,
So now
you know what I'm saying?
here's the thing. So when you do shit like that, you kind of have to list it as either male or female because of the cut of the
because of the
shirt.
size. Because of the, okay,
Right,
got
Yeah,
because
you.
the
of
cut,
size,
cut of
the
the
cut,
shirt.
yeah.
But
Nah,
so I mean,
I
even-
get that part though, but that's still an oxymoron though, bro. Like,
It
it's
is.
still retarded.
It
Like,
is.
And
I
yo,
wouldn't
to
use
me-
that word, but yeah.
as long as you can make $1
See.
off other people's pain, bro, nobody cares.
Right.
I don't agree with it. I don't agree with allowing them to play sports. I just don't agree with it.
What if you were the GM for the New York Liberty?
And but
signing-
LeBron
I'm
LeBron
signing
Thompson is now
I'm
Latanya
signing
Thompson.
LeBron. See, that's where everything changes.
Yeah.
It
But
But
depends
you
on
got
what side of the coin
now,
you're
but
on.
now
When,
you
when
got
Lee,
every
Lee-
news
when
media
Lee
station in the
James
company.
wants to play for WNBA, yes, we signed.
Yeah.
You got
I'm
every
signing it.
news. You got every news company in the station in the country wanting to holler at you, you know what I mean, and talk about this and that, and ask you all the
Right.
tough questions. That's what we talked about. Is what they avoid. They don't want that. Nigga don't got
Right.
time to be asking. Well, was you sexist coming up? Like, you know what I mean?
You
Right,
Like,
gotta
right.
tiptoe. You have to tiptoe around it. But
bruh.
Yo,
the floodgates are now open.
Oh yeah.
There's already bills being passed for.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
No, it's
I don't like it.
it's-
I hate
Me
it
neither.
because where the fuck are the black people bills at? You know what I'm saying?
That
Where
is
are bills
another
and laws
conversation.
and shit? But
Yeah.
again, I'm just talking about what I feel, not on
Yeah.
behalf of Barz N Shotz.
Yeah.
How I feel. Like, where are our bills?
That's
So,
what I was
whatever.
saying earlier about if you can profit off somebody's pain. I'm on the stance that a lot of people don't really care too much about any of this. If you can make $1 off of it, then we're going to do it.
Right.
There's a lot of emotional people on the socials who are going to fight tooth and nail for this, but the people that are really moving the needle are the ones that see a dollar sign.
Right.
People are
that's
dollar
why
sign.
it hasn't happened in any sport that we care about yet.
Because these owners don't want to lose money. Because a lot of people don't agree with what these people are doing. Like a lot of people have like real old-fashioned views about how life should be and the roles of men and women and things like that. So they'll lose fans. Like if the Knicks pick up a fucking transgender center right now, they will lose hella fans.
Well,
Sorry, I use the Knicks. Sorry, I use the Knicks. No, I'm just saying. Sorry,
if the Knicks start winning, fan, I think
bro,
the
with
Knicks
a Toronto man,
I don't care who they is.
So all right, so if Joel Embiid decide next season he want to be Jewel Embiid and then the Knicks draft him, they're gonna lose fans. Is what I'm saying. They're going to lose fans.
Yeah, but then there'll be other fans that come, like the ones that decide not to come no more.
All
It'll
right.
be different fans there, and they'll win some championships.
And guess what? The Garden will never be the same again after that.
Because you want to know why? I've seen championships make people forget they were racist. You get what I'm saying? Like winning just cures a lot of stuff, fam. You can be next to somebody you purely hate, and athletes talk about this. Oh, I've been knew such and such was gay. I've been knew such and such was doing. But when you get on that court, we together and we win.
The Lakers won that bubble chip, and everybody forgot they've been ass for the past 15 years.
Word is life. In Milwaukee right now, bitch, it's a racial divide. Like in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, bitch, ain't black people and white people not fucking.
Oh, but they love they Bucks though, fam.
But the Bucks won. You feel what I'm saying? So, bitch,
right.
they came together.
Look at the Utah Jazz, the most racist spot in the world.
Yeah, let's just say this: if the Knicks win a championship, anybody could be on that fucking team.
Yeah.
They could have Adolf. They could dig Hitler up and put him on the bench, and we wouldn't give a fuck, yo.
Oh my
You're passing
that
it.
is a
He's open in the corner, and pass it to Hitler right now. He's open
right now. Pass it. He's open.
Hey yo, that's crazy.
Hit the shot.
Hit the shot.
That's all I'm gonna say. Hit the
a reanimated shot. Hitler is
word. That's all I'm saying is hit the shot, yo.
A thriller.
I don't care who over there, fam. Like we ain't won a chip since December.
He's open. Hitler's open. Hit him in the numbers.
And then if he missed, fuck Hitler, yo. Like
if he missed,
then it's fuck him too. Like it depends on. It's just winning and losing. I don't care who on the team.
Hey, yo, so speaking of moving weight, man, let's get to the snowfall, fam.
Didn't watch it, but I don't care about the spoilers.
Let me take William off.
You heard me?
You ain't watch it.
But I couldn't. I was busy this weekend.
I'll be honest, you didn't miss much.
I don't care about the spoilers though. So
how about you should skip this one and go straight to
oh word.
We talk about
filler, like a filler episode.
Oh wait, because last week we didn't even get the chance to talk about the week before though. So you want to start with that one?
I'm pretty sure you got notes on me.
Be right back.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't got notes. I got mental. I'm using my memory on this one because a few things that stuck out 2 episodes ago.
Okay.
The episode starts with Jam and Jerome and his boys, getting weight out the trunk, and I'm saying they need more space. And then this music starts playing. Boom, 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 boom. Jerome and them, they go to check it out. They listening to it. Turns out Young Boy is just rapping their entire life. Like he's actually rapping what they doing.
Yo, I forgot. See, you're absolutely right. I forgot that we wasn't here last week. I completely forgot my man was spilling the beans on wax.
He was doing 50.
Jam and Jerome and everything. He was
doing 50 on some ghetto Quran shit.
That's what I thought about. I said, we just spoke about the ghetto Quran. Now you do some shit like this, snitching on him. In his records,
he was like, Jam and Jerome got the coke in the speaker.
The nephew do this. I said, oh shit.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So as far as that episode go, that's really the most that I remember about that episode, about the rapper. They even ran up on him, said, "Yo, what you doing?" Like they tried to like you know what I mean, take his music, and he was fighting back like, "Yo, this is my music, this is my art. How else am I supposed to create?" But it didn't really go down like that. Leon, he getting on his Black Power shit. If y'all remember, he looking for guns.
Very stupidly though,
because
it's crazy.
But back then, it is stupid. I can't even give him that back in the '88.
He wanted to put a rocket launcher to the cops, fam.
Nigga said you got rocket launchers.
That is not how this works.
Yeah, that's not how it works. I don't care what decade we in. I can't even give him that pass that he was back in the '80s and he didn't know no better. Nah, fam.
He should have known even better
Leon. I vouch for this nigga Leon. You know how dumb I feel, yo. I was
Yeah,
like, Leon was my boy, yo. This nigga acting weird now. Like,
Right.
This
Like,
just
but he wasn't that like when you. I understood when you was vouching for him. He didn't say nothing this stupid.
nah, he didn't.
Nah, he didn't do nothing
No.
that stupid to want to go against the cops like that. No.
But
So-
I understand the energy and shit. I understand
I
why
did,
he
yeah.
feel that way and shit. Know what I'm saying, but just the way he going about it is crazy. Like,
But hold on though. The reason he wanted to go against the cops is because the cops raided a drug like where he was selling drugs at.
because he couldn't
What the
give
fuck are
black
we
people more drugs. Like you couldn't fuck
What-
more black people
What
up.
are we talking about? He wanted to go against the cops because they raided his
all right, so
operation.
it's a glitch in the writing there right now. You know what
That
I'm
makes
saying?
no
I
sense.
was just about to get there. Ant.
It's a glitch in the writing.
This might be what we're seeing the John Singleton effect, like
Word.
last episode,
Told
because
y'all, yo.
Word.
he's so passionate about how the cops ran down on him and his people, but yet you and your people is fucking up.
Yo, John Singleton would not approve this message. It's
Yo.
stupid. It makes no sense.
He was wild passionate about how his people was treated.
Why his people was treated. He has crackheads.
We selling
literally
crack, nigga.
walking
That's why we
around
selling
him
crack.
at a slow pace. Like they not running. It's just crackheads all around you. You have
Yo.
crack buildings around you. Your
Yeah, so-
ex-girlfriend, you turned your ex-girlfriend to a crackhead.
Yo, it's crazy.
They turned
We
the
potting.
projects into the
We
Carters.
potting
Man.
right now.
But he mad that they
He
raped
mad.
him.
We
that
done
they-
found a glitch. We done found a glitch in these niggas writing. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
No.
We were sitting here
We didn't get to the
Oh,
next
we didn't get to
episode
the
that
good
you
part,
didn't
Ant.
see.
We didn't get to the good part
It's
yet.
getting ridiculous.
Okay.
So, of
His
course,
mom came back.
Mom
his
came
mom
back.
came back,
She
and
heard she was pregnant and all that.
so it turns out that the mom came back for a reason, not the season. So she's really is mad that Pops got put down,
Mhm.
and she want to do something about it. Turns out that she want to take out old Teddy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how smart that is, because we saw when Pops wanted to take out Teddy, what happened to him.
Mhm.
I think nobody understands who they're dealing with besides Franklin. It seems like,
Right. He the only one that care and understand, like you said.
because I don't know if they just don't know if how powerful the organization Teddy works for or what, but it doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah,
them to
with,
try to do
with
that,
Lou wanting to break off and do her own thing.
Like this is the United States government, and they know that, but they still want to. It doesn't make any sense. They all can go to jail anytime they want to. They all know who they are.
They all can get murdered. And how many times does Franklin have to tell them we're all alive because of Teddy? Like they
Right.
don't really need us, but we do good business. Like, why would you not want to keep it rolling? This is why Franklin is kind of untouchable until he's not. Why would I need a new guy up top when I can control Franklin and the money's good?
Right.
That's just bottom line. So when Louis says, let me talk to him, or Jerome and everybody else want to do their own thing, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah,
Cool.
he doesn't want to talk to you.
Doesn't want to talk to you. Why would I? You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, why would I talk to 5 people when I can talk to 1? Franklin, get your team in order. And that's Franklin's job to get his team in order. And I think we talked about this last episode. That's why you respect the boss. Because even though I might not be the one moving the drugs presently, I'm the one that had that tough conversation with our connect. I'm the one that survived a lot just so I can bring you the goods and you go sell it. And yes, I'm going to sit in my mansion while you go do it, because when I got to have that uncomfortable conversation with the connect, that's all me. You not going with me up there. And I might not come back.
Right.
After I have that conversation. So that's why you really got to respect it. And you got to respect Louis and Jerome's position as well, because they're the ones they got to go talk to. Scully. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's just it's levels to it. Franklin does not have to deal with Scully. Thankfully, right? But Louis and Jerome do. So the people that work for Louis and Jerome,
But that's their fault, though. That's their fault.
It is. But you still got to respect me, because I just went and cut a deal with Scully. And
I don't give a fuck about that. If you'd have stayed home, you wouldn't have had to do that shit.
Which one are you talking about? Franklin or you
I'm
right?
talking about Franklin.
If they would have,
If you would have stayed home, you wouldn't have to worry about Scully, because we was good anyway when we was all together. Like,
well, the break
because-
off was
because you
Lou-
wanted to break off, now you have to do side deals with Scully.
So
see
you're
what I'm
talking
saying?
about Jerome and Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because y'all broke off, now y'all have to do side deals with Scully. That don't have nothing to do with me. Y'all decide y'all want to leave.
I'm just saying the
Feel me?
people that work for Jerome and Louis respect my position, because we do business with. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Like,
Right.
people, because think about it. Every time there's a leader up top, We've seen this with Nino Brown and G Money. We just see this every time there's a leader. They go, "Why are you in charge? You ain't did shit in 2 years,
Right.
fam.
Word, man.
I made the connect. I don't got to do shit
right,
for the
right.
rest of my life.
I put this shit together. Like, fuck is you talking about? Like,
You showed me the shit, fam, but I'm the one that went to the Italians and made them an offer they couldn't refuse. Not you. You get what I'm saying? Okay, that's my New Jack City shit. Let me get off of that.
Yeah, I know.
Snowfall.
Yeah, Snowfall.
Snowfall. So yeah, the actual Fed that's supposed to be in Louis' back pocket acts actually the cop that raids the projects. And Louis said she'll figure it out, but this guy wants some shit. I don't know what's up with him. We still haven't figured it out, but he wants a body, and he wants a body now. He needs something. I don't know.
He want a nigga that's moving and shaking. No, I mean, he need a bust.
Yeah, he needs something big. So we don't even know what Louis promised him, and that could be it too. We busy looking at him like why he's so thirsty. Louis might have promised him the world for protection.
What I'm thinking, what if he promised him Franklin?
Oh, yeah, you.
I thought of that. Because remember, that's Jerome's nephew, yo. I don't think Louis don't fuck with Franklin like that. Like, that's not her blood.
I mean,
I could see him. I could see her.
you don't think they bonds have been tied like right now as in season 5?
I think once what's the name didn't kill her, after Scully didn't kill her in that in the hospital bed. I think after that she became the boss then. In her mind,
you're allowed to change your mind, but I thought they were super tight through season 3 at least. Like Jerome really was the one that wasn't on board. It was Louis the one, and Franklin that was.
It's different now though because of all the stuff that happened. Louis don't trust Franklin, she doesn't trust Franklin to keep them safe anymore because of all the stuff that happened.
You know what I
She
think?
got hit. Yeah.
Right.
You know what I think? Remember when Louis
she almost died? Like she should have died.
But think about this as well. Remember when Franklin sent? Well, I don't know if Franklin sent them. I don't recall. But when Louis and Jerome went down south to visit their cousin, and she put them on, that was a boss move, and she might have felt empowered.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you start giving Louis power, and she starts saying, and then when she dealt with Teddy on her own, you can't really put me back to work. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm the boss now.
I get
that could be her thinking as well. Like, I'm making all these moves and I'm under you, Franklin. But what she doesn't understand is, once again, the CIA has selected their guy, and it's just nothing you can do about that.
There's a pecking order, and you're not at the top of the totem pole. Like,
yeah, now she
could not going to change regardless of how much weight you move or what do you do.
Right, she could have been number 2. I mean, but you just never be number 1. I don't know how that sits with her. It might just be her competitive nature, her boss nature, whatever. But she could have been doing what she's doing now as the number 2 person, being protected. But just like we said, I don't think they understand how protected they are. So yeah, that's really was the episode really that I could remember.
One last thing at the end of that episode, that's when we found out that his mom is working with somebody else to get rid of Teddy, but we don't know who that is yet.
Yeah, we don't know who that is yet. It definitely went off with a bang. Mom just did come back for the shits and giggles, which I found was kind of odd. Like, I get that Franklin is okay.
That didn't make sense either.
Yeah, I guess I felt that Franklin would not that. I'm still. I guess we realized during the season that Franklin has made peace with his father, with Alton's passing. Then for the mom just to come back and be like, yeah, Alton didn't make it type of vibe. Like, okay. So we see what she's doing. Like, she's paying somebody to actually put a bullet in Teddy, allegedly. So we'll see how that goes.
No, remember, that's what we thought. But in the next episode, to find out, it make it seem like he's part of some type of government too. It's just not American.
Right. So that's how the second
he's
episode.
Not a hitman. It seemed like he works for the government also.
And then you got to think, well, how does the mother get in contact with him if he's so high up? Like, it's not like he's just a regular. Like, you know how sometimes you can just be a regular degular, you can hire somebody, murder for hire. Like, listen, I got 10 grand. Like, she got money. Hey, go 10 grand. Just go kill him. That was my first thought.
Right.
You can do that because if Franklin got money, I got money. And if I got money, just like what Kanye said, I got money to take you out. So money equals power. And, you can hire a hitman.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking that Mom Dukes just got money and she's going to hire this regular guy and put the work in on Teddy. Turns out that he is somebody of somebody, which now has me scratching my head. How did you come in contact with this guy?
Right. That he wants her to, wear a wire, talk to Franklin and stuff, but she said that she doesn't want Franklin involved. How do you figure that's going to happen?
Well, how does that work, Mom?
Right.
I am the operation. I am him. Like me and Teddy are tied together to where if something happens, Teddy might have to get rid of me because I'm the only link to him. You get what I'm saying?
And
Like
get rid of you like he got rid of Alton.
Right.
yeah, without hesitation. So Ed, we on last week's episode now. It starts off with mom talking to this alleged future assassin of Teddy. And he wants information on the whole organization, and that she's now in shock because she doesn't want Franklin involved. But just like we were just saying, how do you not get Franklin involved?
Right.
So that happens, and then the rest of the show is just a lot of pow, pow, bang, bang, boom, boom, run.
Franklin and Teddy and Oso meet up. And
Peaches is not there, which has been the conversation throughout the episode. So that needs to be remembered. Peaches decides to take a day off after we talked last episode that Peaches is scratching and he might have either the AIDS or might be using the drugs. We haven't decided yet.
God, yo.
But that's just
Or
what
they flipped him.
I think he starts sniffing and they flipped him.
Or
Word is bond,
right,
yeah.
the wire. He itchy because of the wire.
Word is life. I think they flipped Peaches, yo, because he acting weird, yo.
So during this 60-minute episode, his name was brought up a lot. So that has to be taken into consideration. Like, damn, why isn't Peaches here? Oh, Peaches didn't come. Like, Peaches' name was brought up so much that it's like an Easter egg to where they're laying it out for you that Peaches might have something to do with this. So make a long story short of the last episode, Teddy, Oso, and Franklin meet up at the spot to exchange money for drugs, and they get ambushed by a van. Pop, 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 pop. It's going down. You're not supposed to know where Franklin and Teddy is. Like, this is supposed to be a disclosed location. Like, you can find Lou and Jerome, but not Franklin and Teddy. That
and
come
they
on
came
now.
out of nowhere too.
Out of nowhere. Yo, and it was so crazy. Hey, yo, man, it was so crazy. I'm talking to people about the episode and nobody knows nothing. Yo, you think Teddy set it up? You think Peaches set it up? You think Franklin? Like, it came out of nowhere so bad. We don't have answers, honestly. Like, the whole episode was just like a shootout. Well, where, yo, who was behind this shit?
It wasn't Teddy because during the shootout, Teddy actually got hit
bad.
And he got hit bad to the point he almost bled out and died in the car until he went to somebody's house that he knows randomly. That ended up being a doctor to help him. This shit, yo,
yeah. Oh, come on,
like
man.
in South Central LA, he just happened to having an ex-acquaintance that used to be a surgeon.
The one part that took me out was when she walked in her house. Who's bleeding in my home?
Right.
That's how you walk in.
Who's bleeding?
That's how you walk into a blood trail.
On, like bleeding on linoleum floor.
Who's bleeding in my home?
Just chilling.
My home.
And then she looked at him and was like, "Oh, it's you, Teddy."
Yeah.
How are you?
Now, Jarrell, we cannot underestimate the lack of intelligence of people. Because remember, people to this day are arguing that Suge set up Tupac, even though he was in the driver's side and he got shot
and got shot himself.
Word.
So we can't underestimate the lack of intelligence of the people that watch these shows.
That's crazy.
They still say Suge Knight set him up, but
in the same car.
So Teddy gets nurse. Well, Teddy basically sniffed the line of coke and then put the coke on his bullet wound to ease the pain and to numb him up until he got to old girl house. But he was bad. He was driving down bad. You know what I'm saying? He got to where he needed to be at, and boy was he leaking. Like, he damn near died, honestly. The way he was leaking. Franklin also, I hope I'm saying my man name right. They got away, but they came into some altercations. I guess they were in like a Mexican territory.
Oh, and they have
also got him out of there?
No, they just basically ran. And they have $3 million in cash on them.
Oh,
in the hood
with drop.
With no car.
No car. So before the gangs out there got the drop on them, Franklin sent out pages to the team. Leon didn't see his page go off because he's too busy arguing with my man about why they need guns to protect their community.
Not just guns, rocket
launchers, yeah.
Leo, not Leo. Leon, Leon, why he need rocket launchers to protect the hood. Jerome and Louis got the page, so Jerome goes to make the call. Can't get on the phone immediately because somebody else is on. Boom, he finally gets to call Franklin, and Franklin like, I need you. But in that instant, Jamming Jerome instincts kicks in, looks around, and see another drive-by. So now Jerome and them is getting hit.
So it's Jerome. Hold on, it's Jerome Louis, Franklin's mom, and his pregnant fiance is there. Also having lunch together.
And Peaches ain't nowhere to be found.
Nope.
They've been looking for Peaches for the whole episode.
No, Peaches chilling somewhere.
Okay.
We ain't seen Peaches in 2 episodes.
Okay.
Soldier Boy gunshot. Going down. It's going down. Another drive-by. Boom, 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 boom. Nobody get hurt. And then Leon and his crew went to meet up with what's my man name with the guns?
Javi.
Meet up with Javi to get the guns. Guess what?
Who get robbed for the
Another drive-by.
It's another drive-by. So basically, somebody got the drop on everybody where they was like respectively at.
Peaches. Oh, come on, Peaches.
Completely different parts of town. All of them got hit at the same time.
Come on, Peaches. Oh.
So when Franklin is on the phone with Jerome, like, y'all need to come get me, he start hearing gunshots, and then he loses Jerome because Jerome now got to bust back. Pow, 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 pow.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Leon and his crew go get the guns, another drive-by. Pow, 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 pow. But this time, Leon, the gangster that he is chasing a car down with his gun, and he drops one of them fools. Boom, dead in the street. They left him there. They ain't even come out to get him. They still don't recognize my boy, but he's black, though.
And he has no ID on him.
He has no ID, no nothing. So they killed one. So out of the whole episode, they got one body, and they don't know how to identify him. Franklin and Oso, once they get off the phone, they get surrounded by this gang, and Franklin pulls out his gun, but he also admitted that there's no bullets in it. He didn't tell them that though, but he did a little scare tactic. Pulls out his 9, runs, and they run off except one. He ain't scared. He ain't no punk bitch. So with that being said, a face-off happens between Franklin and the young boy, and then the real gangsters come out. Oso looks at Franklin and tells Franklin to run.
Oh shit!
They start running. They start getting chased with $3 million wrapped around his shoulder. So they running, and they hopping fences, hopping gates, and then they get into this little storage door under a building or under a house that they happen to get under before they see them. And the gangsters that were chasing them couldn't find them, ran past them, and they was down there for a bit. They was down there for a while, and then they finally got out of it. And the part that seems to really be pissing people off is the final scene of the episode, to where Franklin and Oso, they broke into this home looking for a phone to use, and then pow! No, you know what? Some darts come out, puts them
like tranquilizer darts.
Hold on, no.
Tranquilizer joints.
Tranquilizer darts. Okay, go.
Think about what he said.
They broke into a crib.
They went into a random house.
Yeah.
Saw a whole bunch of taxidermy stuff. Like, you know what that is? Like stuffed
Yeah, I know what
bears,
taxidermy is. They stuff
stuffed
the
animals and shit.
Yeah.
Look around, nowhere to be found. All of a sudden, Oso gets his with a tranquilizer. And then Franklin get his with a tranquilizer. They both looking at him.
Yeah, I'm loving the sound effects, though. The sound effects.
And then all of a sudden, both of them, you see some old white dude with a tranquilizer dart, and all of them black out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the episode.
Wake up. Franklin wakes up. He's in the cage, and apparently my man. Franklin is fighting his sleep though. He actually has a conversation with the white man. Mm-hmm. You're not going to stuff me, are you? This is his Oscar moment. This is his. I'm dying. So let me get my last conversation out. You're not going to stuff me, are you? Nah, you too skinny. I'm going to stuff him. Now keep in mind, he got shot. He got poked before Oso, but Oso went down quick. Oso went down quick. Franklin fighting it like, oh, you're not going to stuff me, are you?
That's when I was like, yo, this is some bullshit.
Yo, man.
He said, nah, you too skinny. I'm going to stuff him. So Franklin actually wakes up before Oso. Whatever Oso got hit with was some good shit, fam.
He hit him in the right spot.
Yeah, him in the right spot. Oso still out. Franklin wakes up, and they're in this cage, and there he is, the lion, the tiger. Rawr. And it goes off. It's part 1 of that episode.
So these niggas went into a random house, got knocked out by a tranquilizer, and woke up next to a cage with a tiger in it.
Oh.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
And that's how the episode goes off. What is happening?
Yeah. Franklin has been held captive by the Tiger King. This is where we're at.
Yo, bro.
So that's how the episode ends, man.
R.P. John Singleton, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
let's
it went
talk about
from-
it. Let's
It
talk
went
about it.
from because the story of them all getting hit at the same time is actually intriguing. It's actually
Right.
dope. We see
But
stuff
that's
like
how you
that
end
happen
it, though.
before,
That's how you cliffhanger
but
it.
you end it with like it was a random house. It's just It's just so happened the house that they broke into to use the phone happens to be like a serial killer. Like what are we doing?
And let's keep
Somebody
it.
got to
a
make
buck,
sense of this shit.
Let's keep it a buck. The part that I skipped was they all survived the shootout and they all met up. Jerome, all of them met up and they couldn't find Franklin. Franklin didn't meet, so that's how they knew Franklin was still in trouble. Sheesh, fellas, I don't know what's going on. I'm sneezing.
Bless you.
Thank you. They knew
Allergies.
Franklin. Thank you. They knew Franklin was still in trouble, so they was like, they're going to go find him. Y'all stay here. They could have ended the episode like that, part and just said part 2. That but they decided to add the tiger at the end. It was unnecessary. I mean,
They did that for a reason. They knew we was not gonna like that fucking tiger. That's why they put it at the end of the episode for all. They knew that was gonna be like the buzz scene to like that's why it's a part 2 to this episode.
Right.
Like we talked
Like
about that.
cliffhanger,
Like
yeah.
the title of the episode, I forgot what the title is, but it says part 1. So it's a 2-parter. Like that
And
doesn't really make sense in the middle of a snowfall.
And this is what happens when other people's ideas get into the mix. It's basically what we're saying. It's like this is, and we talked about this. When do we see the fall of Snowfall? Now that John Singleton is not there to veto a lot of the dumb shit, he's not here to do that now because what we're saying from the Snowfall universe. I mean, this is unanimous. Usually, you see people say, "No, that episode was fire" or something else. Nobody likes the tiger scene.
Yeah.
It is so
It
unnecessary.
made because it didn't make any sense, man. Like for them to break into a random house and that's what happened. Now they kidnapped by a tiger, taxidermist dude. Like what's the end game here? Like what is the point of this when it's conducive to the story?
Right.
Like what does this
How's
have to
this
do
helping
with
the
anything
story?
to the story?
Right.
Yeah, sometimes you got to keep it simple. Like being kidnapped by a gang.
Gang word is bond.
Why
Gang
couldn't,
make more
why couldn't
sense.
they get caught by the gang?
Why couldn't they get caught by the gang and then say, "Oh, you were somebody. Oh, you got 3 million. I know you got 3 million more.
Right.
We're gonna hold you hostage." Simple
Right.
shit that we
Right.
can write.
Don't take. It's not hard, yo.
Or why they torturing Oso because Oso tough as nails. Franklin like, "I'll get you what you want. I'll get you what you want."
This sound like some white people shit to me. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Sound like some white people shit. This show is on FX, which is a Fox network, which is white people shit. So
now that John Singleton's not here,
yeah,
you're saying
they
that
ID,
they're going-
bro. What black person in the hood of South Central LA gonna say, "Yo, he should get kidnapped by a nigga that with a tiger and some shit"? Like that don't even sound right.
They didn't because if it was black, it would have been a voodoo house. It would have been you got
Word.
kidnapped by the voodoo doctor. Not
witch
no
doctor.
crazy tiger witch doctor and some shit.
Remember, what's the name? Went to see that.
Scully and them.
Scully
yeah.
went to see somebody like that too.
Yeah,
That's where they
the
caught.
voodoo lady.
Yeah, that's where they got the drop on him. Louis and Jerome was in there.
Word.
But that wasn't the white man's idea because they wouldn't even thought of no shit like that. They would have actually had Scully on a real leather couch in the office talking to a shrink.
It's
They
South
would've really
Central
did that
LA
shit.
in the 80s.
Word is
They would've
bond.
really
Talk
had
to a
him-
shrink.
Yeah,
Yo, my
they would've
daughter.
talking to a shrink. Instead, what we know is in the hood, there was always somebody somewhere making money off other people's pain. Listen, let me come read your horoscope. Come to this
You
house.
know, I grew up in the hood. You know who wasn't there? A nigga with tranquilizer darts and tigers. I ain't seen now one of them niggas in the hood.
Yo,
man.
I've been in the hood my whole life, bro.
I've been in the hood my whole life, man. I ain't never seen that.
They just
Ever.
happened to pick the wrong. It was over, man.
Yo, you break it to a crib and get hit by a tranquilizer dart, nigga. What?
I mean, it
It's
could have been
Like,
worse,
who
man.
wrote that? Like,
Yeah.
They could have been waiting on with some shotguns, fan. I'm just saying.
Right.
the
Like,
tranquilizer dart.
Yeah, but the tranquilizers
Yo.
pretty much with the tigers.
Like, he put him to sleep. They woke
I
up
gotta
next
go.
to a tiger.
my son got some karate shit going on today, so I gotta
Well,
get
that's
out of here.
cool, man.
All right, yo.
I got to get ready for the gig
Yeah.
as well, too, man. Send those records if you can. We can play some
I'm gonna
music.
send my record right now. So I'm gonna send my joint right now. Free Max B. I'm gonna tell y'all my
Ow.
record right now. Know what I mean, it's off the House Money LP put out a couple years ago. Take My Time. That's what I'm playing. Bitch.
All right, so we're gonna play yours first then, since you introduced it. We ain't ready yet though. But yeah, that was Snowfall. Ain't about to get up out of here. We about to play some music, man. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button, please. We appreciate
Keep on
it,
forgetting
man.
my little bow. Keep on
Yeah,
forgetting
man.
my little. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Please
already
do
know.
it. Please do it.
Thoughts and prayers.
Ooh.
Thoughts and prayers.
We'll holla at y'all, man. Peace out.
What part was
Everybody
that again?
Say that again.
What part was that again? What's the thoughts and prayers for? I forgot. We talked about
You
that
told
earlier.
somebody thoughts and prayers after they
Yo, that shit was
disagree
crazy.
with you. on something.
No. KRS-One album coming out. Nigga
Oh,
said
wow.
KRS-One.
But he's like when it all started. Like Flaw said that to somebody when I forgot what you said some type of take and everybody disagreed with you.
Oh, that was me? I thought that was y'all. Okay.
No, you the one who started that thoughts and prayers shit.
Yo,
He was like, yeah, okay, subscribe to the YouTube channel, thoughts and prayers.
Oh, okay. Now I remember.
Oh, yeah,
Right? I forgot who it was though. That was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Thoughts and prayers.
Subscribe to the YouTube page, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We about to get up
You
out of here
already.
off the live and play some records, man.
You already.
Peace.